Hey, PFC Nation. Tom here.
This is Al.
It's Tiki.
This is Huss.
Thanks for listening to the show. Just wanted to ask you guys to please rate us a 5-star on iTunes. Rate and review the show. Goes a long way in helping us grow. And obviously, the more we can grow, the more we can give back to the PFC Nation.
The more we grow, the more we show, guys. Get it?
We're growers, not showers.
I was going to allude to that. Or something like we're all bigger now.
Is that good?
Well, look, either way, guys, we need those reviews. They help us big time. So please. Hell yeah, we're still going out. This is going in it, dude. This is going to be an intro for the next 10 episodes.
I just want to hear the show.
All right, guys, into the show. Thank you for support. Peace.
One love.
What up? What's going on, guys? Hard landing this time. No crash landing.
It's chewing in your ear, chewing your mic.
Love them Skittles. We're coming at you live on Easter. I'm recording Sunday night. I'm going to talk about the Premier League, of course, as we always do. We're talking Matchday 38, PFC 235. Big game this weekend, London Derby. There's a new team in London. There's a new king of London right now.
Settle down.
Everyone else is choking, losing their title. I'm talking Chelsea 1, Tottenham 3.
And before we get into the game, is Pochettino the most liked manager in England by far? Because Conte comes out, they're joking around. When Arsene came out, they were joking around. Mourinho was saying great things about him for Real Madrid. When Klopp comes out, they're joking around. Everyone jokes around with this dude. I have not seen one person actually hate Poch or show any disgruntledness against him.
He's not a threat. He doesn't win trophies, so it's
Wow.
all good. You know, you play well. I respect you. I enjoy your system. You're a good leader. You're even a funny dude, you know. But you don't win. You pose no threat. So yes, let's be buddy.
Well, I kind of think that Mourinho was kind of saying, bring him to Real Madrid, so if he leaves, he knows that all the other players were going to leave, so he was trying to get Harry Kane a little bit.
Always planting seeds, always thinking ahead, Mourinho.
I like his style. I mean, I would play those mental games if I could, but when it comes down to it, I've never seen one person before, after, during the game actually show even a little glimmer of hatred for Poch.
Well, you know what? I don't like all this lovey-dove Poch talk, but you know what? You do have to give the man his respect. What he's been able to do with Tottenham Hotspurs has been impressive. This was the first time in 28 years that Spurs won at Stamford Bridge.
Imagine if Arsenal had Poch.
Imagine if they did. What would we be able to do? We would still need a Harry Kane. We'd still need a Christian Eriksen. You know, maybe Ozil and those type of guys in there. But
You'd still have Lexi, tell you that much.
yeah, we probably would, but we'd have a defense. that would be the big.
I mean, he made Toby and Vertonghen, and obviously those guys were always touted as talents, guys who were going to be solid, but no one saw them, creating this kind of partnership.
Even Davison Sanchez, man, who I like him a lot. I like him a lot, man. Every time Eden Hazard threatened to go behind the back line in this game, and he even had a head start on Davison Sanchez, he'd catch up with him. This guy's his
athleticism.
His athleticism,
recovery speed.
Yeah, his recovery speed. Thanks. His recovery speed is absolutely amazing. Yes, on the first goal, he could have done better. That cross that came in from Victor Moses.
Yep.
Morata scored. I think Hugo Lloris deserves most of the blame, though. He flubbed at it.
For sure.
And,
I mean, you're allowed to use your hands, dude. There's no way a ball should be going over your head. You should be able to read it.
Just soft, man. Look, man, I've been a Hugo Lloris guy for a little while. But, as I've been talking to people, specifically my roommate, it's made me realize, he's kind of soft, a soft finesse goalkeeper.
Well, he's smaller than the normal goalkeeper as well. Yeah. But you know what? He made some good saves out there as well.
Dude, his reflex is remarkable.
But who was a small, soft finesse goalkeeper? Casillas. You know what I mean? He was a brilliant goalkeeper, one of the best. But
I don't think he was, soft, though. And, look... Soft may be strong. Soft may be aggressive, right? Because it's kind of calling his manhood out in a way. People
I don't know.
You want to square up.
I mean, this dude is starting for France.
But you just want a goalie who's gonna punch an attacker's head. He's gonna go in there with his knee up.
You mean Oliver Kahn?
Yeah, exactly. You don't.
Yeah,
no one scream in the opponent's face.
Yeah, you want to. They say goalies have loose screw. typically. He seems like the only goalie who's got all this.
Dude, I've never
there.
seen Peter Cech punch someone's head out. I've never seen Courtois. I've never seen De Gea. Like,
Cech
they
used
come
to be
out-
crazy before the helmet. But post helmet Cech is different than pre
I've
helmet
never
Cech.
seen him punch someone out. I've seen him come out. Like, all these goalkeepers are good at, like, claiming the ball. Lloris fucked up, but, man,
He's
don't
scared.
get carried away, man.
I was having this
Scared.
talk with somebody last week because look, we coach young kids, and like goalies, they're just a different species, and you kind of know when you see a goalie. And this keeper, and she's like 8, 9 years old. She's taking shots from the older boys off the chest, off the legs. She's doing kick saves. They're just crazy.
Not even crying about it. They love it.
My older brother was a keeper. He just ran through people. He's a big boy too. I mean, he was 6.
Let
He
him
was
know, Huss.
6'3". I think he was 260.
He plays a
Alright.
bowling ball.
My other brother, one of the fastest kids in the state. He was leading the league in goals at practice. There was a ball between them.
Was your
Well, one brother left and went home. One brother went to the hospital with a broken leg.
was your
This is
sister-
in practice. My older brother broke my other brother's leg in training.
Kidding me, dude? Family Feud.
How do I not know this story? This is epic.
Hey, that's what happens when you hang out with the Hussey family.
Wow.
Craziness.
What did they do to you then?
The
They must
worst
have
the worst
tortured
thing.
you. If he was willing to break his brother's leg, like he
Oh,
must have been
we used to
rough,
get in
dude.
fights and everything here and there, and I learned how to kick people in the nuts real quick. But the worst thing,
go-to, Doug?
yeah, dude. So it's like
By
Karate
any
Kid,
means necessary.
Karate Kid, like praying mantis.
Huss is not trying to make a highlight tape.
No,
man.
no.
He's trying to win, bro.
Yeah, and look, I'm like
a street fight.
10 years old. He's 14. He's already like 200 pounds. I'm like at
200
89
pounds at 14.
I won't be surprised.
Big
Well,
boy.
the worst thing that they ever did, they would gang up on me, and then they put a blanket over my head and like hold it, like tie it from behind, like I couldn't
try
get
to
up,
kill you.
and they would just sit on me,
Yeah,
and I'd freak out
So
because
they'd
like
smother you.
Yeah.
They
that
try
was
to
that
choke
was
him
probably
out.
the worst thing that's ever because I'm like
That's all PTSD.
because they're like they're putting blankets on me. I can't move. I can't breathe. But they're laughing. But the thing is, I'm trying to call for help, and they're laughing over my help, so no one hears me. It was
So
bad.
this is the traumatic childhood of Ryan Hussey over
Explains
here.
a lot.
It does.
Yeah, well,
Where your soccer perspectives came from, it says a lot.
go all in on those challenges. Don't be afraid.
Morata looked good though this game, man. He was posing a threat. He's not gonna run in behind the defense as much, but he can hold it up. He can dribble at people. I thought he looked good, man. Chelsea looked good for a little bit, but Spurs just
They were clinical,
Got it.
man, and obviously you texted in the group when Dele scores, it's special, man, and that was a nothing ball, you know. That was I don't want to say hopeful because there was intent. There was intent to get it onto Dele's foot, but like it was a gamble, you know. Dele had to touch it perfectly.
Yeah.
He did.
And what
he
a
had to
timing.
not break stride. He did.
See, so Dele's a weird player, man, because he's almost like positionless. I don't see him as a center forward.
It's free roll.
But
He's a center mid.
He kind of plays underneath the striker
Yep.
or next to a 9.
A number 10, sorry, not a center mid. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's higher.
So way before this, before the show, we're talking about Salah on the right team. Ali, besides Liverpool, Tottenham is the right team for him because if he's on United right now, think about what Jose says about him this year, and he just mind fucks him, and he just can't do anything
Yeah.
because he's already a little bit of a mess. But look, he's not having an off season. Oh, sorry, he's not having a bad season. He's having an off season, but he has the right manager right now to comfort him, just lead him through this. Because if he had, like I said, a Jose,
Play him.
what-
This is
or
what
if he
you
had
gotta do when it's-
Arson would. Oh, you got to go. Well,
Look,
I bet you next weekend he sits.
the bench is an effective tool, but there's certain players. Look, you have to guard them. You have to just manage them differently, right? And you have to show belief in them because those are the type of players where if you bench them at a certain, you've shown a certain amount of belief in him, his confidence can completely drop off. So like, I'm a proponent of using the bench, but there's different guys that you have to use it
Well,
with. man.
they've used it with him effectively this year. Like he hasn't missed many games, but when he was having like a 5 out of 10 game, he sat the next game. You know, he came on as a sub just to keep him fresh and keep him going. So it was never a punishment bench. It was just more like let's try a different shape this time.
Yeah.
You know, so like he sat on the bench, but I agree with you, man. The way Pochettino's managing all these guys, Trippier, all of a sudden
Sometimes you
Trippier
have
is
to play them through bad form.
and he played Trippier as well, and now Trippier's starting to get more rotation with Aurier. Like, there's times when maybe Ali will get thrown back into a rotation system. I don't think when a player gets thrown into a rotation, it's a manager not showing faith. But there are times when I agree with you, when a manager's just like Jose a little bit with
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw's a victimization.
That's mental abuse, right?
More like Jose with maybe Rashford. I feel like
Okay.
Rashford right now is not getting a lot of burn anymore. Martial obviously is playing well, so it's
not as
hard.
much as
But
But you
I'd
can't be
like
messing
him
with
to
these
get-
guys. I mean, Lovren just came out also talking about how once he came off in that first Tottenham game, after like 30 minutes, he was furious and he was embarrassed, all that. And then Klopp waited a few days, brought him to the office, they talked, and he basically said that Klopp said, if you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you, you'll be one of the top center backs in the world. You need a manager that says that type of stuff to you when you're struggling.
Yeah.
Because if you have, well, look, everyone's different, obviously, because you probably could be a little bit more harsh on someone like Alexis Sanchez, who just wants to keep going. But some of these players, I mean, with all the pressure on them, you can't be piling on even more pressure. Sometimes you need the guy that relieves a little bit. Like, look, we got you. You're part of this team. You're here for a reason.
You need a guy who goes case by case, man. That's what it comes down to. There are players who need to be just smashed in the media, embarrassed, and, backed into a corner. They need that chip on their shoulder, and there are players who just need to be hugged. I think Dele could go both ways. He's got that temp, he's got that bad boy, and
Hot and
luckily
cold.
Pochettino
There was
sees
some
him as
pushing
like a
during this
boss
game.
boy. Yeah, him and Azpilicueta.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole time, and there were these little, Azpilicueta would run by him and bump him, try
And
to
then
antagonize
Lamella with
him.
Fabregas, when you
And
put
I
him on the
like
ground,
it.
need him a little bit in the back of the head.
All that.
Hey, and then you see Fabregas try to swipe, and he's like,
Kick out.
He just
Yep.
leaves his foot up, like, oh, you missed me.
Yep.
I'm going to keep going.
Dude, Eriksen's goal, though.
Oh,
right
God.
before halftime. Just a spirit breaker.
Dude, this it sucks most for Caballero, because that shot was tough for anyone. But here's a chance to make a little bit of noise, maybe force some kind of summer transfer for yourself, so you can get your starting 90 somewhere else. And
You see,
he goes down on his knees.
does Courtois make that save?
I don't know, dude, because that ball was so high that it dips. I think the commentators are way too harsh.
I think the lack of Caballero even jumping. I don't know if the save would have been made, but stretch your arm out, something.
Well, the thing he got fooled a little bit.
He gave up right away.
The
No.
He got fooled. He went to goalie right, and then he came back. He's like, oh, no.
See, but that's
But that's
the
why
thing.
I asked Courtois specifically, because maybe David De Gea doesn't make that save.
Maybe
He's the
Courtois-
best now. He probably does. But Courtois 6'6". That's why I bring it up. Caballero 6'2".
Maybe. Yeah.
So
Look, that shot was special. Let's give credit to the shot. The shot was one of those dipping power shots where it looks like it's going straight into the stands, and then last second literally dips. So I don't want to crap on Caballero too much, but the way he gave up on it was just right on his knees before the ball even went in.
It
I
was
get it.
one of those you watch go in.
Well, Courtois did face a shot a little bit like that with Hendo a couple years ago when Liverpool did beat Chelsea. Hendo shot it from 35 yards out. It went top right, was it?
Dude,
I think.
always find a reason.
No, but what I'm saying, no,
But dude, that's 3 times you brought up Liverpool.
But
Let
it
the
just-
first 2 slide.
it just-
Some
it
bullshit.
just-
It's like when
Thank you, Tom.
Klopp said this
Yeah.
legendary
Look,
quote.
where's Al when you need him?
James
This
Milner's
is
jaw.
just- This is by chance. This is just by chance. I mean, that
was
goal
it
was
top right? Was it? You didn't even know. You didn't even know where the shot went. You just want to bring up that Hendo fucking scored the goal.
jam
What I'm
it
saying
in
is,
there, dude.
that's the most.
Make it serve,
that's
man.
the most similar goal that I've seen Courtois go after.
I
that I
think he
can
could
remember.
save it just because of his height, his length. Now, obviously, you can't say because it's swerving, so you can hit his wrist.
Swerving,
It could-
dipping.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic shot. It went bar down.
Fantastic.
I was a little bit extra excited for the fact that in fantasy, one of the second place, third place, they had Aubameyang. I saw they got 2 goals, and now I'm like, crap. We're neck and neck right now. We're tied basically.
Nice.
And then I'm like, kind of on my computer, and then I hear, oh! I look up, I'm like, oh! Eriksen! I'm like, there's 30 seconds left.
Insane, bro.
Oh,
What a pain. Definitely one of the goals of the year
For sure.
in the EPL. But Spurs wrapping this one up, man. I mean, Dele Alli coming good in a big game. Again, a historical game. And are they legit? Are they a legit
Dude, I think they've
top 4
arrived.
team?
I think Spurs have arrived. Are they a top 4 staple every year in, year out? That's still out. But I think now you have to take them
Is
serious.
it their
When you
third
do-
year doing this now?
3rd year in a row, bro. Arsenal's been in and out. Chelsea looks like they're in and out. United's been in and out. They're
Liverpool.
Liverpool's been in and out. They consistently for the last 3 years since Leicester won, finishing top 4. They legit.
Damn.
Now, to your point, that doesn't mean jack unless you add silverware to that record. You know,
we
and that's
didn't
tough.
even bring up the fact that Harry Kane wasn't starting this game. He didn't start. He's come back healthier ahead of schedule. He hurt his ankle ligaments. He was on the bench for this game. Out as soon as Chelsea went up, all the camera just zooms in on Harry Kane. Like, what are you gonna do, Poch?
So rude.
Yeah, he came on the 74th
Pochettino's
minute.
credit, he kept the same
Kept
team.
the system.
And he switched it a little bit. He switched. Son was playing the 9. He switched it, pushed Lamela up top, pushed Son out wide to go at Marcos Alonso. That's
And
when their
give Dele
fortunes
that.
changed.
You just reminded me when we were talking about Son on that second goal for Dele Alli. You got Lamella top 12 yards out. Son, nah, I got this. Shot.
He should have squared it already to Dele.
He got the ball back. He's gonna pass it back to Lamella. He's wide open. No, I'm gonna shoot again. And then after the goal, what I was telling you guys, right? I saw Lamella. I wasn't even looking at Dele Alli. Dele Alli's running. And Lamella just turns to Son like, really? Really, dude?
Bro, Son is so greedy in the ball. This was my main main
Gripe.
sticking
Yeah.
point with Son is he doesn't make the best. He's tunnel vision in the 18, just tunnel vision. He doesn't see anything outside of the goal.
You just you got over that sooner than I did. That's why I didn't rate Son, because I was like, this dude, same decision every time.
I'm shooting.
Most of the time, he gets 21 goals. Why? Because he shoots, more than he should. But it is what it is. This season he's been better. He's still greedy. But the greediest is Lamella, bro. I don't know why he's staring people down. This dude will shoot when he has an impossible angle. I love him personally. I think he's a baller. I think this dude is awesome. But
how does it
he's
taste?
so greedy.
But
Son,
the thing I love about Son, though, his confidence. You know, you had to get to a certain level in the career when you're so confident that when you miss that Cheryl, you see Son, he was almost about to, he was amazed that he missed. He was like, what? The hand over the mouth, like,
great
oh my
save,
God,
yeah.
how did I miss that?
How dare you?
Instead of that was close. No, how
He
did I miss
expects
that?
to score every time the ball leaves his foot, and he's left or right. But he got a little bit fortunate because if it's still 2-1, I think Chelsea potentially could have made it 2-2 game.
For sure, man. And to the champions, or the champions to be, we're talking Everton
Damn,
1.
that was Man U
Man
fans
City
just
3.
giving up, man.
What do you mean giving up, bro? What are you
saying,
talking about?
You
This
laid
was
in a
over.
long time ago, huh?
Yeah, man, we all did. We all did. Some laid harder than others, but
yo. No.
But Chelsea are 8
some are
points.
struggling trying to take back doors back into
Hey,
reality.
some of us don't have billions to spend in
Oh
the
my
summer.
goodness. But Chelsea are 8 points out of the top 4 now. So that's huge right now. So
It's over for them.
You think so?
Look, there's a shooter's chance, but if we look at the way Tottenham's playing, Liverpool's playing, and including Liverpool now paying for refs, apparently.
What?
We'll get to it, bro.
Nah.
And Man United also
It's all
looking like
fake.
they're finding form. A lot of these teams have friendly schedules as well. It's over for Chelsea, bro.
So Spurs have
Big, man.
Stoke, City, Brighton, Watford, Newcastle,
just
West Brom.
just go the hard ones.
So basically,
they only have City
basically
left.
City,
Arsenal
and then
could catch
Liverpool
Chelsea.
have Everton away, and then they have Chelsea.
It's nothing.
Away.
It's over, dude. It's over. I had Chelsea still making top 4. I'm gonna stick to that gun. Obviously, I know the odds now are pretty slim, but I don't know, man. They have a champion's chance. They just need a run of hot games and some luck, and I think that maybe they could pull it off.
They also have a game in hand on Liverpool, so technically they are 7 points behind top 4 if Liverpool lose.
Yeah, with 7 games left, that's 21 points available.
And they could clinch it. City could clinch
Well,
the
yeah,
title.
now we can switch over to City. We're talking Chelsea real quick, but
Yeah.
City.
City can clinch the title against Manchester United
It's horrible,
in the
dude.
face of Jose Mourinho.
At the Etihad too, so
Oh,
it'll be
my
sold
God.
out.
Oh, that
Sold
is-
out at
It's
capacity.
all set up. I love it. This is the
And you know
the
who-
fantasy, the drama that is the EPL.
And you know who'll start, bro? Which hurts my feelings.
Fellaini.
Aguero, bro.
Damn,
Damn,
it's all
man.
coming back.
It's PTSD. it's looking scary, but man, let's focus on this game for a bit. Wayne Rooney out here just old manning it, man. I love this dude. Obviously, there's not much you can do against
Got the
Man
gray
City,
beard
but
now.
he's extra pale. He's looking weathered, man. This dude's looking weathered.
Bro, I said it before. Honestly, he fell off. He fell off. When I say take out the PK goals, okay, I get it. In terms of goal scoring record, it's gonna count on his record. But I'm talking about open play goals
Yeah,
that you can
analysis.
expect from Wayne Rooney nowadays. It's not gonna get you more than 10, and he doesn't have the energy anymore to play in that central midfield.
And he can't. He never did, man. The legs it takes to play that position, and he can't really tackle. At United, obviously, he had a bit more shelling with like Carrick holding behind him or
But
whoever
he had
next
stamina,
to him.
dude. He was.
Well,
he's been playing since he was
let's-
like 16.
let's not forget.
Man.
That's what I
his
mean,
Body's
like-
is breaking.
But
down.
at United the last year, he didn't have stamina.
No, not
dude.
the last year. I'm saying in his prime.
But let's not
yeah,
forget
yeah,
this
yeah.
though. Cristiano Ronaldo, look at his health. Gareth Bale said his favorite drink in the world is ice water. I mean, these guys
Yeah.
are top athletes taking care of the body.
him and Rooney are the
can we
same age, I
can we
think.
really say Rooney takes care of his body?
No.
Showing
Not
up
like
to
these
weddings drunk? I mean,
Eating pies.
well, who's
Pies are good. You can't judge for that.
who's
Whose pies?
yeah,
What?
the young girl in the car with him.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that one coming.
Just because you don't swim, bro. He's out here eating young girl pie.
He does cut deep, bro.
Damn, Hustle's saving that fucking
Holy
scouse
shit.
over there.
I like that, though. Manchester City, so dominant. These guys always look for goals, man. It's incredible. They keep pushing on. That's the difference between the two Manchester clubs, in my opinion.
That's the difference between them and every other club in the EPL, man. Other teams do push for the win.
Liverpool.
Liverpool. And
Liverpool pushes for it.
that's why they can beat
They're
them.
crazy.
It's the
Overdrive.
only
They're like Tom
Yeah,
Cruise in
but-
Top Gun.
Yeah, they're
They're extra dangerous.
But I was gonna say, man. So like, whenever I watch a City game, even if it's a blowout, it's enjoyable for me, man, because they're playing the right way. They're playing that philosophical way, and it's personified at Man City, man.
But the fact
This
that a
dude
right
Pep-
back becomes a center midfielder, that
Dude.
Otamendi's playing center forward sometimes.
freaking Laporte was playing left back.
What do you do?
He was playing left back, a center back, a guy who's been touted out and out center back, got plucked away from the Spanish league, and he's out here playing left back.
I've never played against the formation like that, but I've coached against a team
A
that
fluid
does that.
formation,
Exactly.
yeah.
That just their
Everyone knows their
formation
position.
changes from defense to attack.
Do you know what they call that? Total football, bro.
And it's so hard to mark. You don't know who you're picking up. They overload on certain sides. So now instead of having a left back and a left winger, now you have a third player who's on that side, creating a mismatch, leaving. And the fact that the other winger has to stay on the other touchline leaves
stretch.
so much more space between your back four.
But
And then
that,
you just
absolutely
need a guy who
incredible.
can ping a 60-yard ball like De Bruyne, and now it tears
The
you
quick
apart with one
switches.
pass. Look at the dude. This team is so good. They're doing goal kick set plays.
Yeah.
That goal, who scored it? Was it Sterling? No, the one.
Gabi,
Yeah, I think
the
it
header?
was Gabi. Yes, it was Gabi. So the ball's a goal kick. Sane's standing on the touchline. They stretch the field because they're playing short. He sprints from the touchline, and we've seen this before, or at least I've seen this before. Sprints from the touchline to the center of the pitch. Ederson sees that, plays it, gets it on his foot on time. Chelsea defender thinks, "Oh, I got this." The ball's bouncing. Sane scoops
Flick.
it over.
Yeah, no.
Plays it through to De Bruyne. De Bruyne lofts it over to Gabi Jesus. I mean, it was
It was
a
insane.
2-pass breakdown from a goal kick. They're doing goal kick set
that
plays.
was a
guys.
one-time pass too, right? That's first touch.
For De
Yeah,
Bruyne?
For De Bruyne.
Yes,
Yep.
it was
It
1-1.
was on the bounce. He just contorted his body.
that's why I
to
just
make
Sane
it
texted
took
you
perfect.
two
guys.
touches
I-
and 1-1.
Dude,
Yep.
but that's also why it's so crucial that Pep has his players. Because if he doesn't has his players, we saw it last year that he needs the top quality to teach
But-
his top quality.
But the cool
coaching.
thing about him is that he's buying young talent. Like, yes, these guys are
Scary
like prime
young
A
talent.
potential beef, but he's getting them young and programming these kids. Sterling, we
And
always knew
confidence,
Sterling was good.
just giving him, we talked about confidence, right? When you
Yeah,
brought up
man.
like Klopp with what's the center back? I can't.
Lovren, bro.
Lovren, my bad.
Oh,
my bad.
I thought.
Yeah,
So
and
now you're
still
talking
in
about
that-
Liverpool?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Um,
So you can
damn,
you can
got
talk.
him.
Yeah,
You got him. You bit him with the poison, dude.
But you weren't even there to back me up about your own player, dog,
Yeah,
so
he's the man.
so get out of here. No, bro. Pep can instill confidence in any player. It's crazy. If the guy's on the
Dude.
verge of retirement, he can bring him back.
Bernardo Silva all of a sudden is looking a little bit world classy.
Scoring special goals.
Come
too.
on, man. And he's like, I won't sell him as long as I'm here.
Leroy Sané is like he's the most
He's the,
promising young player in the EPL.
he's
Well,
the new
you know
Gareth
what?
Bale.
He's
L-
insane.
He's the next in line for that type
He's
of
insane.
style,
What was
but
that?
obviously slightly.
4 months ago, Al came out 3 months ago. He's like, I'd rather have Sane before Mane. He has a legit conversation now.
Dude, this kid.
Because
on
back
the
then we
ball,
were saying Mane
the
because
volley,
of the
did you see the
The
finish?
technique, dude.
He's mature beyond his years, man.
he's matured every single week.
He's a smart player. I look at his movement, his decision making.
When was the last time
he
you heard
never
any?
seems to force
When
it.
was the last time you heard any drama out of him?
None, man. He just plays his game.
Dude,
He just does it.
the whole City team. Who has drama? Yaya Toure, that's it.
Yeah.
And
that's
but
shut
has he
down.
been playing?
True. The
Has he
fact,
been playing?
Well,
No.
they're winning.
Is he
That's
on
the
the
most
bench?
important
And
thing. If
that's
you're
shut
winning,
down.
No, no,
Either
what I'm
way, we're
saying
not
is-
hearing.
Yeah.
We're not hearing anything.
That's what I'm
either
saying.
way.
The one problem they have, they muted it right away. Other clubs, that one problem usually gets loud, vocal, disturbs the locker room, and then before you know it, you're fractured.
Yep.
They had one Yaya Toure problem.
probably just
And they just
pros and
muted
cons.
him. It's
You
crazy.
leave
The
if you keep
discipline.
talking,
Yeah.
or you stay and you go to Champions League again. You can play. You'll probably play in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
All those games.
You'll be a
and
leader.
the Caribou Cup, and you'll probably win the Premier League this year. Do you want to stay? Or do you want to go?
Yeah.
And you're also getting top money.
That's beautiful, man. And you don't have to try that hard because everyone else around you's got it. So you just do your little job. You stay within your 10-yard radius. It's all gravy. We'll take care of the rest.
Next year, Celtic should go for Yaya.
Get the Toure brothers.
Oh, you know it. Why wouldn't
Too
they?
much
Come
work,
on now.
dude. It's too much work, man. It's
No,
too much
no,
work.
that's why you said-
Gotta shout out Bolasie though, getting himself
Oh,
a
I love
ducket.
that. Ruin the clean sheet.
Getting himself
Love
a
it.
ducket. What is he? I think he shot it through the legs of Antonio Valencia.
Who? What?
I mean, whoa. My
How
bad.
dare you,
Kyle
bro.
Walker.
Yeah.
I was thinking right back. Jacked right backs.
Bolasie is looking scary again. And you know what the best part about this game? We saw Sterling shoot outside the 12-yard mark
here
and
we go.
inside the 12-yard mark.
What
Guess
happened?
which one went in?
Here we go.
It went in though, man. This guy.
Well,
he's back.
inside the 12 yards, it went in.
Right.
Outside the 12 yards, you hear the commentators? Oh, man, he really should be doing better than that.
You'll be proven wrong. One
Don't
day.
shoot outside 12 yards, bro. That's not your game. Your game is to be fast, sneaky, shifty, get some penalties.
Just taking L's.
That's
pass.
all right, man. You'll be proven wrong.
He
one
doesn't know how
day.
to shoot. He knows how
You'll
to
be proven
pass.
wrong.
He
Okay.
passes the ball into the net.
Okay.
He's really good at it. I see nothing wrong with it.
But his confidence level is not on a 10 because it wasn't outside this box, right?
No, he's still getting goals. He's still feeling great. It's just no. That's how you know his confidence is
Still
up
feeling
when he's
great.
taking those shots outside the 18.
All right. We'll see, man. I still think you're wrong about him
I don't.
in that aspect. Next game, Manchester United 2, Swansea 0. What do you think about this game?
It was TCB, man. There were
First half
certain
was.
Look, there were certain times when like it was a little shaky for sure, man, no doubt. But I think those were just phases of a game, like Swansea just waking up for a few minutes, but then it will get lulled back into United probing, controlling the game. It wasn't. I don't think it was United's best game or anything, but I think
You guys came out on
this
fire,
was the
though,
best
man.
start I've seen in a United team for a long time, man. And whatever Jose said, he better carbon copy that speech for next week as well.
And
That's-
Alexi.
Dude.
This was Alexi Sanchez's game, honestly. But anytime Juan Mata's on the field,
Thank you.
you guys just create more.
Thank
in
you.
general.
And also Hesse, Lingard as well. But
Don't
Mata,
call him Hesse.
it's Hesse, Lingard, bro. And
It's
Mata, no, it's
Because
Hesse,
he's a
bro.
Jesse.
No, he's Hesse.
Dude,
bro.
Mata's
He's got
special,
that
man.
Spanish silk, bro.
If
He's
anyone,
Hesse.
if someone doesn't like Mata, I don't like you.
Ratatouille, that's what you got. The Italian ratatouille look.
All right,
That's what
all
he's
right, man.
sporting.
He's out here doing work. All right, back
So-
up off my boy Hesse.
So on Fancy Talk, I talked about Pogba. It was really down between Alexis Sanchez and Pogba. I chose Pogba because he was the biggest story. This game was crucial for those two players right there, because confidence-wise, because they need the confidence that they've been struggling Alexis since he came over,
Look.
and Pogba. But the thing is, this is the game because next game is City. If these two players walk into the Etihad without
where?
the Etihad, whatever.
Eti.
Yeah, Etihad. That's what I said at first.
Silent H,
Yeah.
bro.
Try to
That's
speed
it.
through that one. You try
Whatever.
To speed through
If you
it.
say it fast, they don't hear. So then you have to
Barcelona.
You said
But
it
the
with
thing is,
Catalan.
but if they walk in,
Barcelona.
if they're walking into Man City
Yeah.
without confidence,
No,
they have no chance. And City's just gonna
Hey,
keep
look,
the ball in the
Us,
corner for
with
another 6 minutes at a
confidence,
time.
Without confidence, Man U has no chance against City. They're gonna wrap it up on y'all.
But that's
bitch
why. No,
asses.
now Alexi has a little bit of confidence because he got the goal
Look,
and the assist.
Huss, I'm with you, man. I think a smart betting man would say City's going to win. A dude who's been watching this league a little while. Man, I say this is a tie game.
They're gonna
Maybe
sit in it.
United steal it.
Of course, you
As long as Pogba and, like you're saying, Sanchez are feeling good, we got a shooter's chance. Are we going to have possession? Hell no. Are we going to have many chances? Hell no.
My
is
thing
this
is-
the way Jose likes to play? Hell yeah.
even if you go up 2-0, just like in this game, you go
That's-
up 2-0 to Swansea. Second half, last 30 minutes, it's all negative. You're not going forward as much as you should.
No. That one.
You're not. You don't put the pedal to the metal and show the killer instinct to
Yes.
get the third and fourth
But
goal.
look, it's still Man United, man. When we play City, always tight. Always tight. We've lost, of course. Haven't beat him, I think, the last 2 times we played him. It's always tight with them. Why? Because there's just a focus, man. When that red badge is on there or that red uniform is on there, I'm not sitting here saying a smart man's money is on Man United. I'm just saying we got to punch his chance. With Sanchez, he can pull out some magic. Lukaku's always a problem. And Matic always shows up. And Pogba, we need
Speaking of
extra from
Lukaku,
Pogba.
but Lukaku scores his 100th Premier League goal.
Haters gonna
What's his
hate.
man? He's 24 years old.
Now against City, who starts? Mata or Rashford?
It's got to be Mata, man. It's
I like
gotta be Mata.
Rashford.
Fair enough, dude. It's
Take
gotta
Lingard
be-
off, put Mata in the middle or something.
It's got to
then.
be the same freaking lineup, dude. Same freaking lineup. The balance with Mata moving around, pulling strings, him and Alexi touching the ball between each other. Lingard always has goals in him. It's got to be the same lineup,
Lingard
man.
likes to step up in big games. That's why I'm hesitant. Like
you bring
this
him in
year,
at like
this
75,
No.
70th minute.
Start this kid. Start this kid. He deserves
You
it, man. Why are you going to bring in Rashford, a cold dude? Rashford, bring him in the 75th minute when dudes are tired. Bring Rashford in for that extra counter.
I just see it the way that how did Liverpool beat City? They have fast guys up
Speed.
top, and also they caught him off guard with the press.
Yeah.
So look, Man U, you normally
But we
don't
don't-
press, but they can catch him on the counter. If you push that ball to
that's-
Alexis Sanchez
but
and
that's the
Rashford and Lukaku up top,
But that's the thing on the counter is that if it gets to Rashford is not a passing magician. If it gets to Mata, you know he's going to break pressure with that counterattack pass. We caught Swansea a few times on that Mata receiving the ball. So Rashford, of course, you want him in front of you passing him the ball, but
There's still
we
enough
need
balanced pace in this team without
Yeah, dude.
Rashford.
We need
like
more-
between Lingard, Lukaku, and Alexis, you can do damage. But
you
I'm
need
with
the
Huss in
glue,
terms.
man.
Look, Juan Mata has to play.
He has
Juan
to.
Mata, kick Lingard off if you want.
that's
Juan
why I
Mata
like
has to
Lingard
play.
coming on the 70th minute. He's magic time.
I don't mind that, but,
But
Mata has to play.
the thing with Lingard is that he's also got goals in the middle, dude. Rashford, of course, beats a guy outside, curls a shot. Lingard has goals in the middle of the pitch. This is the lineup, guys. This is the lineup.
Lingard does
Maybe
things
young-
late in the game, though. Just like rats, they do stuff
But he plays
at
the whole-
night,
but he
later
plays
on.
the whole
So the
game.
Rat King does stuff later on in
But
the
he
game.
plays the whole game, including the FA Cup. He plays the whole game, man.
Yeah, I like that flip right there. Yo,
Rat
Lukaku's
bastards.
the first player from Belgium to notch 100 Premier League goals.
What up,
Just
Azad?
want to give him a shout, man, because a lot of people they like to sleep on Lukaku because his first touch may not be the most crisp at times.
Oh,
but
it's rapey.
So far.
man's a goal scorer.
So far, is his United career a success or not a failure, but
It's a success.
it's a
Success.
So
success?
far,
He's
he's
a leading
living up
s-
to the price. So
Signed the
far.
first year, he's the leading scorer on the team.
Yeah.
And he's
100%.
top 5 scorer, too, so he's beasting, dude. Nice.
I just feel like that a lot of United fans, when they saw Lukaku getting signed, and then you have the Rashford, Mata, Pogba, Matic being signed as well, with Alexis Sanchez coming, it's like, how are they not in first place? I feel like some United fans feel.
You know why? It's because Man City had a freaky year.
Yeah.
This was one of those Leicester City years. They deserve it for sure, but I don't know if they're gonna have this big a gap next year. Who knows? They could. It could be the start of a
Well,
dynasty.
Alexis Sanchez, because look, this is feels like his first goal on a Man United shirt. I know it's not, but
Well, he
it's
had that
his first-
penalty.
it's
Well, he
his
had the
first
penalty.
open- wow.
first
Yeah.
league.
It's the first sort of open play goal. The other one was a PK rebound he scored. So that's open play, but
He needed this game, Alexis
was a real
Sanchez.
goal,
This
yeah.
may be the one that turns his season around for Man United.
and he's got time, man. Like I know, obviously we bought him to make some noise this year, but he's not gonna win a Supreme. We're out of Champions League, so like. If he doesn't do anything the rest of the year, I'm okay with that. This is not a failed signing. He needs a preseason with United. He needs to start in August with United. If by December next year he only has 5 goals, I think it's a rough signing. But I
That
don't
would be
think he
a
will.
failure. That would be a failure.
Absolutely.
And
Just needs a little time.
I think the next game for City, that's huge for United for the opinion of the fans going into the summer. If they lose again like they did the first time, look, City beat United like United beat Swansea, basically. United looks like a mid-table team going against City, and they
do.
can't have that.
And that's why it's Huss, I'm so glad you brought that up. It's how you lose, right? That will matter.
Yeah, it's important.
And with all
because
the drama
Arsenal,
and-
back when Jose was coaching Chelsea, I think it was 2004, 2005 season when his first year when they just lost out the title to Man U. Arsenal, they tied Arsenal, and because of that, Man U went on to win the EPL title. But Jose, his post-match celebration. His players were on the floor. William Gallas, John Terry, guys were disappointed. Solomon Kalou. He picked them up, and he made this gesture, putting his hand under his chin, telling his players essentially to pick their chins up. So if they have a valiant effort, Man United, against Man City, then you may see something of the likes.
Yeah,
but if you get blasted 3-0, 4-0, and it's embarrassing, and they win the title there.
But the thing
Look,
is,
here's where I
that's
think
a
it might be a
loss.
benefit. Just means this summer, buying everyone.
which is
Plain and
gonna
simple. Buying everyone. Lexi Vidal. Arturo Vidal comes in.
I don't know why
All of a
Gareth
sudden.
Bale isn't.
Well, you know what, though?
already.
You
Gareth
got-
Bale might come in. We're buying guns. If we get blasted 3-0, 4-0, 5-0,
trying to get
80% possession.
TT, you need a guy like that.
Liverpool
Yes,
should go for him.
that's where-
You need a
Liverpool
center back like
need
that.
to go for him. But the
Varane
thing
and
is,
TT type
when,
guys.
when United, like you said, Joe, like telling the players to keep their chin up. They're not keeping their chin. The only thing they're keeping up is their cell phones so they can do an Instagram video. That's all they care about, social media.
How can you say that when we're in second place? How can you? I understand Pogba takes his photos, he dyes his hair, and
You should be
the
at
cool-
least.
but the-
You should be at least in second place. You have the best goal in the world. You
Dude,
have the
dude.
best young talent in the world.
But
with
they are,
Pogba.
though,
but,
right?
but,
You have-
but we are in second. We're doing exactly what we should be doing with this
you
team.
should be doing a little bit more than this. I
Not
think.
yet. Not with
You-
freaking Phil Jones back there.
How do you feel about losing to Sevilla in Champions
Hey,
League?
Phil
You shouldn't.
Jones.
You shouldn't be losing to
Definitely
them.
shouldn't have done that.
Bad,
But
bad.
did you actually watch Jose Mourinho's press conference about that?
Yes, I saw that.
So even under Fergie, we've gotten knocked out in that
No, I
position.
understand
It
that.
happens. It's a Champions League, dude.
but they didn't spend the money like they did with Fergie.
We spend the money all the time. Dude, what are you talking about?
Not like
Not-
now.
not
no.
like this.
The only difference
They're
is
paying
that we got
Sanchez
dude,
$450,000 a
if you
week,
look at-
whatever it is.
No, dude. If you look at percentage-wise, we had the most. We picked up Yup Stam, the most expensive defender in the world. We picked up Van Nistelrooy when it's very expensive. We're not this raising club just because we had that core.
No,
that class
but
of
you
92.
spent the most money to recent date. Like,
Dude, of
you know
course
what I
we have,
mean?
but you look at percentages, we've always been a big spending club.
You have.
The only difference is that we signed Pogba at 100 million, but the difference is we would have signed Yup Stam at 40 million. We had Rio Ferdinand. We've
No, I
always
know
had
you
the most
spent- you spent
expensive
the money,
though,
but
it
your
all-
wage bill, your salary on this team's ridiculous. But I'm with you. I'm not saying
percentage-wise,
you're
it's been the
underperforming,
same.
but it's because aesthetically you're ugly to watch. No one enjoys.
Well, not only
watching
that, but
Man United
it's
play.
what
I
you
think-
said. It's how you lose. Because how can you be just sitting there like doing Instagram videos when you've lost to your
Coutinho
rival?
and Firmino do the same thing, dude. They do the
Bro,
same
I-
thing,
I-
dancing their Brazilian dances. They did the same thing.
Man.
This is, you know what this is? It's old people not being caught up with the
I
time.
was about to say. I
These
think we
are
gotta
kids.
move
This is
on to
normal
social
for the
media.
kids. You're being that old dude, get off my lawn. Kids do this. They don't see social media as this benefit. It's part of their right arm. It's like losing and saying, I'm not going to use my left arm.
It's definitely the new athlete because many
I hate people shitting on these kids for this.
Many people have come out and said, look, I agree, timing is important, right? If you just lost a game, you shouldn't be on your phone wilding out. Like, just be quiet about it. You know, just be quiet about it. Be smarter than that because you know fans are going to react. So if you want to do that and live your life, it's up to you.
I say F those fans, man.
You live your
Them
life or
bitch-ass
whatever.
fans.
But just understand that that's what's going to come with it because you just lost.
And I said
It's
this
just a
wrong,
modern-day
man. I say,
athlete.
yeah.
Because dudes back in the 80s were going out and wilding and having
They
fun
were,
after
dude.
they
And
lost.
if they had Twitter, if
You just
Muhammad
didn't see
Ali
them.
had Twitter,
Yeah.
do you really think he'd be quiet, bro? Let's stop the bullshit. If
he
Michael
wouldn't.
Jordan had Twitter, would he be quiet? But he didn't. So we put these guys on a
Yeah,
pedestal.
but these kids
man.
have not won like they have.
These are all. But even
They're doing it
before
now.
Jordan won,
They're
if
doing it
Jordan
now.
was at
How
UNC,
recent is social
bro,
media, though? That's the thing.
if Jordan was at UNC and there was Twitter, he would be talking shit
Because he
that's
won
who
there.
No, dude. And Lukaku. I mean, not Lukaku. Pogba's won.
How about
Juventus.
Christian Leitner from
Pogba has
Duke when he
4
missed that shot? You think he's on social media after that
He
shot?
might be, dude.
Nah,
he absolutely might
Oh,
be.
he was a dickhead. He might be.
He might be. We don't
He
know
was
this. We give.
outspoken. Or
we
he could
always
go
give
in a shell.
history.
We don't know.
We always give history extra credit.
You think
when they were
Napoleon
just
is
people.
running away from his troops, going?
Yes, dude. If he had the power to stand in front of millions of people and do it manually by
Dude,
foot,
talking about
he
suck
would
my
use
baguette,
Twitter.
Yeah.
man. Hell
I'm
yeah,
outta here.
he told me
YOLO.
that.
He would, dude. He did it
You only
the
live once
manual.
over there.
He did
Gotta
it the
get out.
hard way. He did it the hard way. Imagine if he could push a button.
All right, enough
we're
of
getting
this
carried away,
Man U
yo.
talk.
Yeah,
that
let's
was-
get
that
rid
was
of this.
hot and heavy right there.
Let's go to
Finally.
Hussey's team. Jeez,
Finally, you're gonna actually have something to say about him, or are you all
scraping
out?
by here.
You all out.
Scraping
do,
by.
do you want me? Do you want me?
Crystal
Just get-
Palace out here not to represent his boys. Liverpool 2-1. What do you think about this game?
First off, I headed into town to watch this game. It was great. I was with the Liverpool supporters of Boston.
Where were you at?
I was at the Phoenix Landing.
Boom.
It was a good time. You can never hate a Saturday morning at 7:30 eating your eggs, toast, potatoes, and having some sort of IPA.
Love it.
That's
And
so
by
good.
A, I meant a 4 or 5 pack.
Just a pack of brews.
So by the end of the game and by the time that the 10 o'clock games were rolling around, I was feeling decent. So when it came down to it, look, the game was fun. It was the first half. I think the players were actually a little bit mundane. They were thinking too much about Man
I'll tell
City.
you
I
who
think.
wasn't. Willie Zaha was a mundane.
Well, no, yeah, but that was Karius. What are you doing?
Come on.
Why are you taking him out, bro? Your defenders coming in.
Dude, it was brilliant because I almost called him Louis Saha.
I thought you would say Lukaku.
Dude, when he hit that ball, he saw the goalie coming. He's like, all right, I got to make contact with this ball. Literally just makes contact with it. I don't think he even tried to score. Just kicks it and then waits for contact with the goalie.
It's a smart move.
It was brilliant.
It's smart. And
Karius was off base doing
as
that.
I arrived to the bar, I go, first person I say, is Zaha playing? And they're like, who are you? I'm like, is Zaha playing? They're like, what? I'm like,
Gonna earn a
do I have to say it again?
And this dude's always gonna bang in his PKs, except for against City, because obviously they're in a golden run. It's not Mijatovic, Milijovic.
Dallas boy.
Is banging it, man. I always look at him for fantasy. I'm like, he's either gonna get a PK goal or a yellow card. What do I do?
That's it, man. He's up and down.
Gotta take the risk.
I think you got to take the risk now that Zaha is back. Dude's a baller, man.
Zaha's
Absolutely
ready,
doing
dude.
it.
Hey,
Sorry, man.
you want
What
to
do you think? So Palace goes down this summer. Let's say, God forbid. I'm sorry, Al. I did predict it though. Palace goes down. Obviously, Zaha is a better than championship player. Where should he go? 2, where will he go?
I don't know why Arsenal wouldn't go all in for him. Because as it looks right now, Arsenal, we'll get into that game, but it looked like they were almost going to go for a draw or a loss, and Burnley would have only been 2 points behind them. Burnley
they're not.
is no,
Would've
but
is
the thing is,
Coming for that ass.
yeah, Burnley is if Arsenal stutter step, Burnley's taking that place.
All right, man.
So when it
It's
comes,
focus,
man.
so
It's focus.
just
It's
saying
Burnley.
that real quick, Arsenal, they need reinforcements up top.
You know, Huss.
Who's better, Zaha or Wobby?
I love the Zaha signing because as I was watching Arsenal today, who we'll get to, but no one takes anyone on one-on-one. No one. Zaha brings that little bit of inventiveness, that invention, that creativity to go beyond
You
the
know who
guy and
used to
draw
do
someone
that?
else.
Sanchez.
He used to. He was that
Yeah,
guy.
he was
We
that
don't
guy.
have a guy like that. Maybe Ramsey, Wilshere, but they're doing it through the middle.
Two players
Yeah, and they're
that
doing a slow.
Arsenal should sign that could play wingers that used to be teammates. Zaha, Balassi.
So where do you think you will go?
Because
I
Balassi
don't
with Arsenal as well. Well, oh wait, by the way, does Zaha actually count as a English signing? Because you know how you have to have a certain amount of English players? I don't know this. I don't know
I
if
don't
you know.
think so anymore.
Because he switched
'Cause he
nationalities, but I
declared,
didn't know because it was dual, so I didn't know if it counted.
Yeah.
Look, it might be a
Good
loophole.
question.
Yeah.
Because like he
Yeah, I'll
probably
have to check
has an
that.
English passport.
Sorry to set you guys up for Philly. I just didn't know if you knew.
Thanks, House.
Yeah, my bad.
Appreciate that.
But look,
Mane. What do you think? Is he
Mane.
is he the salt to Mohamed Salah's pepper? Is he the peanut butter
No
to,
way.
to
That's
Salah's
Firmino.
jam?
Yeah, Firmino's the
I
bread.
don't
He holds
know,
everything together.
dude.
Firmino is that dude. There's not a lot of chem between Mane and Salah, and not for negative reasons. It's just not yet. You know, and there's just not.
So you think Firmino was the peanut butter
No,
to
no.
Salah's jam?
Yes,
That's what. Yeah, no,
for
no,
sure, dude. I think this is Salah FC.
Not how they
and
played.
VP.
Okay.
VP. No, I'm saying like the chemistry, the vibe.
I'm saying if Mane and Salah are on the field at the same time and Firmino's not there, they
It's
do
not the same.
more than when
no.
Firmino and Salah.
I know exactly
are
what
on
you're
the
saying.
field.
I'm saying Firmino and Salah are the top two guns. When Mane and Salah are together, yeah, it's still potent, but there's no chemistry between them, so it never comes together nicely.
Well,
like
a little bit.
nice
There's a little bit of
PB&J.
chemistry. At the
Not-
beginning of the year,
not-
there was some. But
Gross,
if we're going to
man.
talk about peanut butter and jelly, I mean, Salah's obviously the jelly because it's sweet, it's tasty, everyone loves the jam. Peanut butter, Mane.
Good for you,
it-
protein.
Mane loves
strong.
Yeah,
son.
well,
Get your
Mane's
bricks
the
up.
peanut butter because, look, it's tasty, but sometimes it gets aggravating because you get it stuck in your teeth. So sometimes you're like, oh, God damn that peanut butter. And then the bread has to be Firmino because he holds all the players together.
What kind of bread? We talking rye bread, brown
Oh,
bread?
Ezekiel. Like it's like
That's
organic.
gross.
It's what? That's
Yeah.
the best kind of bread.
Nah, but it tastes gross.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It tastes delicious.
Yeah.
It's like 7 grain.
Why don't you
How
tell
does
me,
7?
How did Mane and Salah taste? Who tasted better between the two?
Whoa.
They taste better together.
Wow.
So-
Gross, but a nice finish.
So when it comes down to it, look, Salah, there was a little bit of pressure on him because he needs to keep scoring goals to,
Dude,
to break these PL records. But
Huss, I'm gonna say this: there's no more pressure on Salah. He's done it for the year. Look, I think there's that personal pressure, but if he takes 5 games off without scoring, as long
Liverpool's
as
screwed.
Liverpool's screwed, but like I don't think anyone shits on Salah, bro. I'm saying he's done enough this year to coast. He won't coast. He will continue to score, but no one's shitting on. Liverpool have lost the last 5 games. Is this Salah's fault? Is he doing enough?
Nah.
Dude, he's done it. He's got 37 goals in all comps. He can coast. He won't coast. But he's outside of discussion now. Like he's
done his
he's
thing,
so
man. He's
special.
good to go.
We got to talk about Firmino. Has he done enough? We got to talk about Mane. Has he done enough?
Firmino
That
has done
midfield-
enough. And you know what the thing is? The best part about Firmino is that when they were up, he made a play in the back left. He was playing almost as like left back or so right back. One of those. I forget which side it was, but he just made like a great play. It's like, oh, who is it? Oh my goodness, our center forward is playing defense right now, and then he passes the ball up and keeps running.
Yeah, he'll chase back.
But that's the type of play that he is. That's why he's great. He holds everyone together. Wijnaldum keeping keeping everything together for the most part. But look, it's same old with Wijnaldum. If they're not home, it kind of takes a nap.
Yeah,
And
he likes.
I
he likes
love
home.
Ouija. I love him.
He's a good piece. He's a good piece to have. But you guys, I think, are gonna need to upgrade in that position.
I think
between
you
him
are.
and Ox.
Hear
Naby
this.
Keita.
You might laugh.
Will
At,
he be the D mid?
you might laugh at me for this, but I've said it before. I'm thinking if you cannot get a great midfielder to come in, kind of splash a lot of cash to a guy that plays left back, who his entire career only has wanted to play midfield and plays midfield for his nation as an attacking midfielder. At
You're not
times.
gonna get him.
Alaba.
You're not
There's
gonna
no
get
way.
him.
We never know. Because if you can promise him that and start planting
Promise
the
him
seed
what?
now, huh?
Promise him what?
You're playing midfield, dude.
mid?
You take over. No, the left midfield. He plays where
He wants to play central midfield though.
He said left mid at 1.2. But if they play a 3 midfield, so he'll play everywhere. Now, if you promise him that and show him that it's exciting offensive football, I think that you might have a
Why
chance
not
to sway.
leave Bayern Munich to go to Liverpool?
Because he gets to be. Why did Milner leave City?
So you
Because he wasn't
City
playing.
were offering him money
No, he
too.
wasn't playing.
the
He wanted to play.
He
That's it.
was playing just left
you
back.
think he's that
He wasn't
adamant
playing.
about it?
I think. Well,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? What's the worst that happens? He says no.
Look,
you
if
got
you
to plant
offer-
the seed. Plant the seed now.
Look, I think why not just get a real center mid? Like, why are you trying to get this
No,
guy?
I'm saying.
who's
No, I'm saying if
dreaming-
you can't,
No. Like,
can't.
why even making that an option? You know, like why?
because
are
he
you
can
getting,
play center mid.
No, but we don't know if he can for 38 games. We don't know that. Like Ox, we don't know. Like Ox is having some shiny moments, but then he'll have games where he's just non-existent, not even touching the ball. And at center mid, I don't think you can afford to disappear like that because that means your team loses the whole momentum in the middle. It's the jury's still out for me on whether Ox truly belongs in that center mid. He's got a Liverpool team which is speedy, so like
Where else
you're
would you
gonna
put
get
him?
to see him. But
Winger?
out wide, dude,
No.
where he's always belonged. It's like the Theo Walcott trying to play number 9. You're not a number 9, bro. I know you want to play it in this league. You're not a number 9.
Alaba can play central midfield, but
For
it's not
38
his
games.
best position.
Well, it wouldn't be center. It would be left side of the center. So he'd be
Left
running
center
up and
mid.
he'd be running up and down the field. He's almost like an upgrade, I think, on Ouija.
He's 100% upgrade, but
So that's the thing where he just be
Look,
the
I
same
think-
type of player.
But when there's guys like Goretzka out there, like when you can be getting
You
young
can't get
German-
aggressive because he's
Not-
going to
Not literally him,
Bayern.
but there's talent out there like
yeah,
that.
there is.
You know,
For me,
So,
just
like,
get another center back. That's what you got.
Center
Van
back.
Dijk.
Don't
Don't trust
You have to
Lovren.
go in for this dude. I know every other team is because he has a release clause of what? It's 52, 53
no,
million
bro.
pounds.
Go Toby.
But he wants more from Barca.
Go Toby.
But who gets hurt less and who's younger? I mean,
Dude, you go Toby. Look, Titi, I think he's a long shot, bro. I don't think he's safely gonna leave Barcelona and go to Liverpool. Like, you got no trophies. Like, there's no promise. City could leave for. Absolutely,
His
I can see him
promise is
going to
just
City.
like very little guarantee.
Yes, that's what I mean. I'm sorry. There is promise and hope, huffing and puffing of the chest. But you're in the same position Tottenham's in. You can attract talent, but like pure prime A beef. I don't know
Go for
if he
Sacco.
can swing him.
Get him back to Liverpool.
Oh,
You know, the guy with 2 errors on the game leading up to
Sacco.
goals.
Tums boy
Bro, I feel
Sacco.
bad. I was talking him up
You
last week.
love you,
Dude.
You stay talking this dude. Aren't you done with this guy?
No,
Are you
I ain't
still?
done with him,
Come
dog.
on, man.
Put it this
Rough
way.
game.
The guy has a horrible touch.
Rough game,
His
son.
decisions are awful. He has those desperate like
Just- look,
bailout. of
he
the
wasn't
team.
tight enough to
Bro, he's full of
Mane,
these, though, man.
and Salah made him look like a fool. He showed composure.
he's
Just
He
taking
full of
the
caused
these
touch
2
away.
errors
Full of
for
these.
goals. 2.
I think the first
oh, wait.
one is harsh.
how many goals did Liverpool have?
Nah, I think the first
2.
error is harsh, dude.
Full of errors. This guy.
But not
man.
only that,
But
but,
he's at the right
let's go
spot.
to the other side of the ball. An ex-Liverpool player, Benteke. How close do you need to be to the
He
net
is
to get it on
garbage.
frame?
He's garbage.
Oh,
I'm
he
done
should have
with
had at least 1
He's
goal.
got to go to the
College.
championship. If they go down, he's got to go down with them. Get his
You know what?
reputation.
You know
back.
what? He makes a World Cup squad.
That was the
No,
I don't know. Maybe
between
May-
Mertens,
I don't know. Maybe
Mitsubishi, Lukaku,
Huss,
he doesn't
what?
get in.
You never know. You never know what Martinez is thinking because he's super tall.
Excuse me.
So is that
was Lukaku. Lukaku's super tall.
No, not tall as Benteke.
Or are you gonna give me an inch? Are you gonna go
Dude,
back to
Lukaku's-
Eric Bailly? Are we gonna bring him back? Well, 6'2" is like 6'4", so like
Yeah.
technically in the NBA he'd play shooting guard over point guard.
Dude,
Fuck out of here,
it-
man. He's tall. Lukaku's
The
tall.
best part about going into Boston and watching this game at the bar was that every time, like those 2 shots
the
that,
bar.
yeah, those 2 shots that happened right in a row for Benteke, they both misses. Everyone started cheering. Oh my god, I cried laughing. It was hysterical.
Bro,
He's
so
so
college,
bad, man.
man.
It's over. Man, I was on whoscored.com and ran across the stat looking at the top 10 players in the world whose contribution has been immense to their team. So at number 10, we got Sergio Aguero, 21 goals for himself, 88 for the team. That's 24%. Luis Suarez, 22 for himself, 76 for the team, 29%. You know what? I'm going to jump ahead to top 3 here. I'm
Yeah,
getting
why
tired
don't we do
already. We're going to Lionel Messi, 26 goals this year, 76 for Barca, so that's 34%. Robert Lewandowski at number 2, Bayern Munich, 26 goals as well, 72 for Bayern Munich, 36%. And leading the top, man, this guy might be a long-distance Ballon d'Or shout if he has a World Cup for himself. Mohamed Salah, Liverpool's legend, 29 goals, 75 for Liverpool. That's almost a 40% contribution percentage. He's sitting at 39, dude.
Hopefully he signs that bumper deal real soon because
He has to
there's
sign
there's
today.
a bumper deal going in now because
Has
I think
to.
he was making like 80,000 a week where now he would be making 200,000 a week.
That's
That's crazy, but that's his
even
crazy
not
season.
enough.
Deserves it.
That's not even enough, bro, for this
Wasn't
guy.
earning.
Think about how much money that he has made the club just going to Champions League right now.
Exactly. Give him 300K.
Champions League, what was it? They get like an extra like 35,000 for going from
No, bro.
From
from 16 to
couple million.
8.
Couple
Yeah,
million.
I thought it was something like that.
Couple
Not
million.
35,000. That doesn't pay any
Sorry, not
wages.
1,000, but
yeah,
million.
yeah, a couple million in
All
there
right.
for you.
Yes, I think it's like 7 mil.
It's a
Um,
big deal moving
yeah.
on from round to round.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, that just goes to show you this dude's LIFC. I've been saying it all year. Still waiting for Huss to say it, but it's all good. We'll keep
Ja-
it moving.
Yep, James Milner, nice assist in this one.
He's the man.
Yeah,
And
enough.
Robertson. Should I even tell the story about Robertson?
Nah, you shouldn't.
No,
'cause,
okay.
We're talking about Arsenal Stoke now. You had your times. you had your time.
Oh, he'll work it in. He'll work it in.
I know. Well, like it was like that. Nacho did it just like Robertson.
Well, hey, now that you brought Robertson up,
Nah, Nacho. Nacho. Shout out to Nacho Monreal,
Tired of
Arsenal
Nacho.
crew. That was a slow start, man. Arsenal, I was nervous
they
watching
should have went
this.
down 1-0 with
Shaqiri at the Shirla. That
on the
should've-
cross
that
on the
should've went
corner.
in.
Oh, what, you could
Wow.
hear that thing on the
That was an amazing
on TV.
corner.
I thought that was it. I thought that was
Yeah,
it.
Shaqiri took a corner, floated over everyone's head, hit the back post, and bounced out, dude.
That was
No man on the post.
Ospina getting the start today
Yeah.
over Czech. Going forward, Ospina should play in every single competition for Arsenal.
What? You
Yeah,
like him
no.
over check?
Nah, man, Czech's done. You know Ospina's gonna get hurt every game, like he did in this game. He got hurt a little bit.
You don't think they put check? Is check injured?
I
Or was this
don't believe
Ospina?
so.
I think they
I
might
need
be
to
putting
double-check
check in
that.
Europa. I think it might be a rotation for Europa.
Well,
I hope not.
on the bench.
I hope not.
Huh?
He wasn't even on the bench.
Then he must be hurt.
Yeah,
he must
I
be
didn't,
hurt.
I didn't see that when I was doing.
I
fantasy
thought
draft.
maybe there was some kind of rotation, like they were switching the rotation. Like, all right, because the league is over, Ospina, here's the league. Petacek.
Oh,
we
groin
need this
injury.
Europa.
He was 75%, so I thought he
Cool.
was going to still play. That's what it
Okay.
was.
Well, either way, I want Ospina going forward.
Yeah.
Even though we did get lucky a couple of times, Arsenal started slow. Bro, Stoke was dominating possession the beginning of the game.
Shaqiri.
It was weird. We gave them too much respect. We played them like we treated them like they were Manchester City or something. We just sat back in a shell. And again, like I said, I know he was coming back from injury, so Wenger didn't start him this game. Started Aubameyang. First half, we couldn't get the ball to him. Barely getting the ball to Ozil. Every time we got the ball to Ozil in this game, something good happened. So if we can find our key players, that's it. But it wasn't until the second half when Arsenal, probably after the first hour, that Arsenal actually started to turn it up a little bit.
Because of the first real chance I think that Arsenal was really going down was after Shaqiri hit the post. Then they really broke on that corner kick. Before that, it was almost like a light bulb went off in their head when they heard that ding.
Yeah.
It's like, we got to show up. We got to go.
We gotta go.
It's 0-0 right now.
Time
And
to
we're in
go.
6th place. And Burnley already won.
And look, the PK, got a little bit fortunate getting the PK call right there.
Tough call, wrong call.
No, man.
Yes. He touched the ball. He tipped it away.
You know what? His toe did hit the ball first.
It was a tough call. I'm
but
not saying it
was
was
a tackle
easy.
from behind at the same time.
From the side.
No, it's from behind.
It barely touched him.
He touched him.
Barely touched him. He touched the ball
him,
first,
right
though.
in the PK spot.
Ball, then body.
Look, it's technically he did get the ball first, man. That's why I'm torn. Because it's like, yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan, but we got lucky with that PK regardless. Because it's not like we're dominating that game. Everything was moving sideways until that moment. We got the PK. Aubameyang taking care of business. I like the composure in the PK.
He was my captain for Fantasy Talk for the week. You know what, dude? This guy, before coming into, I think he has now actually 5 goals and 1 assist in 6 games.
He's a problem.
He's heating up.
He's a problem. Imagine
boy.
him and Lacazette play. Because that's when Wenger was pushing for
Let's
it.
bring that up real quick. The thing that I was talking to you guys during the game. I love the fact that after the first penalty, look, Aubameyang got the second goal. The second penalty, he gives it to Lacazette.
Yep.
With no problems. Just, dude, this is yours. Get back. Because
great
as
for
a
chemistry.
striker, he knew the other striker was struggling. Get this goal. And then who was the first person to celebrate with him? Aubameyang. And we all heard about him being almost like a mental case coming in, transfer. Certain managers said, "Oh, I want." Even Klopp was like, there were rumors of reports, shall we say, about Klopp not wanting to work with him again. Dude, this guy so far, this guy's an A+++ signing.
Bro, he scores goals. That's what his job is.
But not only that, but he just showed true leadership by letting his compadre, the guy that could be taking his spot, theoretically, his job, get back on track.
And I
Great
think
shot,
that was a
Huss.
strategic way to be like, I like playing with this guy. I want to be on the same field as
I don't
Lacazette.
want to create a media storm. The media is gonna pin us against each other. I don't want that. Yeah, that's
Why
it's
wouldn't
beautiful,
you
man.
play? It's like, I get it because you didn't want to start him this game. Hopefully Wenger sees this, how they
chemistry,
interact, the
yeah.
chemistry. Put them on the field at the same time.
Yeah.
Find a
I just
two-striker
really love the
system.
fact that he ran over to after the goal, and he was the first one to be like, "You got this."
Especially with Ozil too, Silkmaster. Now he's got 2 options, 2 guys who love playing together, chemistry. Yeah, play them together, man. I'm with you.
And the second PK was just clumsy by Bodu. You just bulldozed through Lacazette. I mean,
That was
come on,
dumb.
man.
That
Yeah,
was
that was-
dumb.
that was
That was, you know what?
obvious one.
That was a season worth of frustration. Put it this way. I did this stat out on Fantasy Talk. Out of 29 goals for Stoke,
9 goals.
Tom, how many goals do you think the Stoke strikers have got out of 29 goals?
3.
8. All
That
the
is
strikers
Peter
combined.
Crouch.
Yeah, all of them combined. Oh no,
Berahino.
Doof has 5, and then
He went
and then
off
Crouch
early.
has 3, and then Berahino
Nobody
has
else.
0. So when it comes down to it, all the strikers combined, 8 out of 29. That's pathetic.
That's
That's
shocking.
why Stoke's going down.
So, yeah, Stokes going down for
It was
sure.
selling. It
He's
was
my
selling
next option.
Arnautovic. Arnautovic could have made up that. He's playing a number 9 right now at West Ham, which I didn't see him like number 9 bones in his body. I knew he had goals in his game, but like
Man, 6'4". He's
Look,
jacked as hell. Of course, he can play with his
And-
back to goal.
And I know that Stoke have played other players up top and everything. They kind of switch it around.
they've tried, man.
But when it comes down to it, I mean, that's just pathetic. Like that 8 out of 29.
Yeah, that's a really good team, Huss.
Hey,
You're right.
when you go
But
away
that-
from your roots, man.
But that's
That's
why
what happens.
Shaqiri, the links are coming out saying that he wants to be transferred during summer because he doesn't have any talent around him. Reports are saying that he said that.
Yeah, I mean that's true, dude.
How can you be mad at him for that?
Yeah, come on.
Where's Affalay?
They got rid of
Bojan.
Poor Affleck.
Where are they?
I remember
I thought you
when
said
that guy.
Affleck.
These are two creative players.
I remember when
What?
that dude
Stoke
was
has no
popping.
creativity.
Nah.
I remember when that dude was popping when he was young, man. Everyone was like,
Remember
Affleck, the
he-
Affleck brothers, right?
Both,
Yeah.
There were
no,
two of them.
Both those plays have been gone the last at least a year, maybe.
Nah, they never panned out, us. That's what
They
it comes down to.
they were okay.
Mm.
I would have
Barca
stayed
didn't
with
work
them.
out. Look,
Yeah.
again, the only thing that concerns me is the slow start. Arsenal can get got at the start of a game if you high press them, you throw them off guard. So we have to work on that. Need more defensive players, but good result overall. Don't want to say anything really too negative about the team.
Yeah,
We won
there's
after
not
all
much
3-0,
negative,
man, and this was a TCB type game. Fuck you, Stoke. I can't stand you. Ryan Shawcross, you're going down. Relegation.
He might
I'm
just
happy to
retire.
say.
He might retire.
But you know what though?
Shawcross is
Butland
old
actually
now.
had a really good game up until the goals. He made some good saves. But then again, with all the rumors saying Liverpool's looking for Butland at 40 million, this is why I can't stand a goalie like Butland. Some games he looks great, and then other games we saw a few weeks back, he puts the ball in the net.
Look, you know what it is? It's
Inconsistent.
If you
He's an English number one, though.
If you look at Pickford during that year with Sunderland, he let some howlers in, dude. He did, but the thing is, when he was truly tested, he came through. So, like, yeah, we saw that Butland era, and we kind of crucified him a little bit, but
Dude,
40 million?
Pickford looked
yeah,
kinda,
dude, he's
like,
a goalkeeper,
chubby, dude.
and he's an English homegrown player, so he's not even adding to your
Liverpool should not be
foreign
looking
player
for him. They
import.
should be looking for better.
Pickford looked. I agree with that. Pickford looked kind of chubby, dude.
No, he always looks chubby. He's got the
All
biggest butt of all goalkeepers, bro. Every
Yeah.
time there's a goal kick, takes up half
Big
the
fork.
screen.
Yeah, he's got like love handles and stuff.
Nah, he
too.
doesn't, bro.
Yeah, that's what
no,
I mean.
Schmeichel
Tubby.
has him. Schmeichel has
Look like he got some love
handles.
handles, bro.
Nah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
watch
know,
that
bro.
game again. Do your side
Um,
crunches, Pickford.
Yeah, that wraps it up for Arsenal. A little quick touch here. Brighton 0, Leicester 2. Vardy gets a late goal here. I'm very happy about this little fantasy pickup.
So was Huss.
Mahrez took a bit of a nap, came
sold
off. But this dude's a baller, dude. I hope they do him right this summer, man. Just let this dude get some space.
Go to France, Mahrez. Go to France.
Go wherever.
Why France? Stay in
Because that's where he
stay in
started.
England.
For where though? Where's
Where's
he
he-
gonna go?
I
Except
already,
Arsenal.
I already
Except
told you where I
Arsenal,
want him to
where's he
be.
Liverpool.
I want him to be Liverpool.
But he's gonna ride the bench, dude.
Mohamed
He'll ride the
Salah.
bench.
Mohamed
Well, you
Salah
got
plays right
Salah,
wing.
Mane,
Salah
and
can-
Firmino. Who
Salah
sits?
can play in the middle.
Yeah, nice. Now we're gonna
Now
move
you're
him
gonna-
around
the
after
guy
a
who
man
scored-
scores
yeah.
40 goals in a season. Yeah, now let's jam him
Fine.
in
Move
there.
Mahrez. Put him in the middle.
Don't get Mahrez.
I like
That's the
that.
solution.
Dude, when if you look
Like,
at
the
Liverpool,
wrong
if you look
team.
at
bro.
Liverpool's
Ruining
depth,
dudes'
it's
careers out here.
pathetic, dude. Liverpool's depth is
And
horrible.
Mahrez is not that dude.
I don't
Get
know.
a young guy.
I like
You
him.
could have got
for
Lucas
sure.
Moura. That
But-
would have been a nice
But this
little
game,
understudy.
could not have worked out better for me for fantasy wise. I was gonna sell Vardy, and last minute I'm like, no, I need to go defense. So I pick up Chilwell.
Dude.
So those two together got 17 points. I almost went for two plays that got like, I think probably like 6 total.
This is
Yeah,
what
man.
happens though when you don't finish your opportunities. Glenn Murray missing a PK. Come on, man.
Well, it
Come
was
on.
saved. It was saved. Schmeichel guessed right. Doing it like his pops did it. Yeah, that Brighton, you can't get a PK, miss it, and then expect to win, especially against Leicester.
Next.
ATCB, West Ham 3, Southampton zip. Great response by the Hammers. Last home game they had 3 weeks ago before the international break. There was fan rowdiness.
Running
players
onto the
trying to
They had
field.
extra police on stand. They had the riots. They showed video of the riot
Riot
gear.
Yeah.
The riot police, whatever, the SWAT, whatever you want to call them. They're unloading and getting ready for the game.
Yeah, it was a great response by West Ham, man. This is a club I don't want to see go down, but at the same time, I don't want to see Southampton go down. I know they've been playing that Russian roulette game of constantly selling their talent, but they're such a good talent developer. I think I still want them in the league to keep producing guys like Jack Stevens.
They're
all
living in the
these
past
dudes.
too, man. They have to purchase players. They have to purchase more young talent. And we were talking earlier in the week, and I think a club like Monaco is a club who does an excellent job of that, of buying guys at a younger age and grooming them. They also have guys coming through their system, like Mbappe. You know, we've seen other guys as well who've gotten sold, but they need that sort of strategy. You can't just rely on bringing youth products through, especially if they get plucked
No,
away.
but they buy, man. Southampton buys. Guys like Gabriadini haven't panned out. They buy. They just haven't bought the right
Look at
guys.
Evra.
I think buy younger guys. I think stick to your model of the youth, but buy younger,
even-
talented guys than like.
Well,
They
Mario.
do, man. That's how their system. So, like, obviously raise their kids from under 10s and shit, but like they buy like 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, get them into their system.
No, I mean buy the 20-year-old, buy the 21-year-old, buy a Keita Bolde. Obviously, you can't get guys of that caliber, but there are other guys out there.
I'm saying they do. They just haven't bought the right ones. Like
Okay.
Cedric Suarez was a purchase. You know what I mean? This dude.
I like Cedric Suarez. At right back, he's a beast.
Agreed.
Mario Lemina hasn't worked out.
But he was a Juventus product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they bought some bum from, like, they tried. Lemina's like, you know, he's decent, but he's not who they thought.
They're wingers. Who do they have? You go from Mane to who, man?
Well, they
got
bought
Redmond,
They
they
bought Buffal, and he was supposed to be nice, and he has great skill. But the thing is, he's dumb. He does a lot of dumb things.
Yeah, bro. I think they just got unlucky, man, in that they couldn't hold that.
Austin has been
bad
injured.
class.
Charlie Austin couldn't
Austin has been injured. Dude, if Charlie
He
Austin
couldn't
doesn't get
stay
injured,
healthy.
they're not here. They're in like 14th place right now. Actually, that's a fun fact because I was saying how whoever
Is it a fact?
Because West Ham and Southampton, because they were 17th and 18th, where all the games went right. The winner of this game goes to 14th. West Ham out of 17th into 14th. And that's how crazy
This was a
this.
6-point
That's how
game.
crazy it is a fact. But it's so crazy how this relegation battle is going.
It
Everyone
is.
from like
It is.
13th and down is like in jeopardy
Really
of
quick
getting
before we move
thrown
on,
down.
very happy for Joey Hart getting himself a clean sheet here, getting a start. Solid game. That wasn't tested too much, but man, it's always rough to see a fall like that. You know, a fall of a start. Dude's out here winning Premier Leagues. Now he can't even get a minute.
0 shots on target.
Yeah, wasn't tested at all. But clean
So
sheet,
that's why he got a clean
sheet,
sheet.
yeah.
He didn't have a shot.
it still counts. You know what I mean? It's still in that column. There's some games with Courtois not making any saves. He still gets the clean sheet.
9
record.
goals. 9 shots from Southampton. 5 were off target and 4 were blocked. He literally
There you
did
go.
not
Clean
touch
sheet.
the ball besides
Clean
goal
sheet.
kicks.
He did it. He got
Uniform stayed clean and everything. Didn't
it.
even dirty
Watford
it up.
2, Bournemouth 2. Jermaine Defoe still Gary.
That's such a problem, bro. Such a problem, man. One of the like top goal scorers in EPL history. You know he's got some goals in him, and he comes off the bench and he shows his quality, proves his quality. Man.
Absolutely, man. Very happy for Roberto Pereira.
It's too smooth.
Dude's nice, man. Another Juventus product. I don't think his agent knew where he was going in Watford. This guy does not belong at Watford. Maybe like in Everton. Maybe West Ham.
Watford's got those
before, man.
sneaky, skillful dudes.
They
man.
do, man. But let's be real. Watford is enjoying a high-flying... I don't see the base in Watford. Decore is going to get plucked. You know what I mean? Like, all these players...
Richarlison.
Kiko Firmino is going to get plucked. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe you might get Ricarlison to stay for
dude,
one more
I don't
year.
see a long-term Watford
No,
plan.
no,
The
maybe
way they're
one-
going through managers, Watford in 2 years is going back where
As
they
long
came
as
from.
Troy
2
Deeney's
years?
at the club,
And
You
they'll
think
be
Watford's
fine.
going down in 2 years?
2 seasons, Watford is going back down the
That's
way they
'cause Troy
always
Deeney
do.
won't be on there,
Fair enough.
He'll
Whatever
be coaching.
reason,
He'll be coaching. He'll
there's
become
no
manager
longevity
with
to
awesome
this team.
and
scabs.
he'll bring him back up.
team like
Like
Bournemouth,
Flores.
team like Bournemouth, they can absolutely back up, man, because they got guys like King, Wilson, a whole bunch of young talent coming through. Obviously, Defoe, the veteran, shows the kids how it's done. But a team like that, I can see what they're building, man.
I
There's
see what
something
Watford's
going on.
building. They're able to attract Delafeu and guys like that. Southampton could have got a Delafeu. Those are the type of talents you got to bring in.
Yeah. You know what? I think Watford, if they keep on going and are able to hang on to Ricarlison for another year, and
You
then
mean
bring
Napoli?
in 2 more players this summer that actually pan out, Watford's looking good to stay up.
like
I'm not
that.
saying to win the league. I'm not saying
like-
top 10.
I like
I'm
the
just saying
style
stay
that
up.
they play
In
too.
2 years, they're done because they're going to go through another 4 managers, bro. The identity is just not there. They're a team of good players, for sure. You know, solid players, but there's no identity in that team.
Next game,
Vivian, Matt.
Where's Al?
holding it together.
So what, Matt?
Relegated 1, Burnley 2, West Brom absolutely done here. Man, it's sad. I thought they'd show a little bit of fight, just a little bit of heart, but nah, man, it's over.
Got a
Rondon.
goal, I guess.
Rondon
This
gets
was their
himself-
last chance.
Yeah, I mean the rest of the seat. Go ahead.
Well, they had
The rest of the
Burnley,
schedule.
and then they had Swansea, United, Liverpool, Newcastle, Spurs, Palace. So out of those 7 games, they needed to win 4 to stay up for the most
Can they pull a
part.
Swansea?
It's not.
Can
It's
they pull
not.
a Swansea?
It's not mathematically out yet. Because
Yeah.
then they can still win these. If they win half these games, 3. If they beat Swansea, Newcastle, and Palace,
It's not
and
worth the math, bro. It's not
United,
worth it.
Liverpool, Spurs. If Liverpool Lose
Liverpool's
again.
playing for top 4.
I cannot believe that Liverpool actually lost this team.
I
This is-
said fraudulence.
Dude, in the FA Cup when it matters, bro, there was silverware on the line. They knocked
No, we're playing for
knock you
Champions
girls
League,
out.
unlike United. But
I like that. I like that.
It means nothing to me.
Bro, this is the longest losing streak West Brom has ever been on.
They deserve it.
Trying.
Was the
Got rid of
grass?
Fletcher.
Hey, was
Got
the
rid of
grass
Fletcher,
greener?
Everything fell apart.
Was the grass greener on the other side?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Fletcher. No, Pulis. And
Fletcher too.
yes, Fletcher. But the thing
Pulis
is,
was already a failure when he got there. I mean, he was doing a little bit of work. But
you don't get rid of this
he
dude.
He failed out at Stoke.
But I fully understand with Fletcher because I brought up at the beginning of the year
You
where
swap Barry for Fletcher.
where I saw
Just
something
no legs.
where I saw there was behind the badge. I brought the story up before where Tony Pulis was talking about how much he respected Fletcher and how he was a coach on the field, and then they get rid of him. What? And then you bring in the leader in yellow cards in history.
And I respect
What?
Gareth Barry, man. I respect
Padre-
the guys who are built like
But
that.
he
Just
doesn't-
hammers, not much.
He doesn't
skill.
lead a team though.
Padre lost it. He lost it. It's when,
Pardew, yeah, man.
when he did that dance on the sideline,
That was
he
it.
lost it.
No, Pulis.
all.
He lost the
talking
mojo.
about
No,
Pulis.
Pardew.
Okay.
Ah.
I'm talking
No, no,
about
but he's
the
talking
guy
about
who's
Pardew.
messing up right now. He lost it. There's something there, man. He used to have
Lost that magic, yeah.
He was
Even
the
at
silver
Newcastle,
hair
it fell
fox.
apart.
Yeah.
That's where it started, actually. Newcastle fell
wanted
apart,
too
then he
much.
went to Palace. Started dancing until
Decline.
Hesse Lingard had something to say about it.
Look at their
Decline.
team. Their team does not say relegated. Foster, Gibbs, Brunt. I mean,
That's all
Jakob,
relegation for me.
Rodriguez,
That's all garbage. That's
Ro-
championship.
Rondar,
That's trash.
Livermore.
Rondon, maybe not.
Livermore.
Rondon
That's
sent him to
trash.
Southampton.
No,
if
they're
they
not
stay
great.
alive.
They're not
That's
great.
all championship
Evans.
players.
This doesn't say relegated. This
Yeah,
says
you know why? Because they're not organized.
This says relegated. How does this not say relegated?
relegated?
That team is absolutely
Right? This
garbage.
dude's listing like mad names like they're big.
Freaking
Yeah.
Gibbs,
Dawson.
Check it out.
Dawson, get out of here, Dawson.
Macaulay.
Where is he? He's
Matt
on the
Phillips.
bench. Why is he not playing? Send him up top.
Newcastle 1, Huddersfield 0. Newcastle here getting the job done. Desperate time here. 1-0 squeaky bum time.
Rafa getting it done, man.
I said that this was going to be the bore of the week for me,
Yeah, you were right.
and I think it. Yeah.
It was a garbage
And
game.
now
others was
Huddersfield,
a-
they are close to going
You
down.
enjoyed it?
no, I'm not. No, not me. This one hurt, but it was a relegation type battle.
It
man.
was, man.
You know, it was an intense one.
For sure, man. One of those 6-point swingers. Dope by Newcastle, dude. Ayoze Perez out here doing work. Kennedy, what a great little sneaky loan signing right there.
He's
That's
so
a
much
little
better
favor
than I
from
thought.
Abramovich, right?
Southampton. Why didn't you make that?
No,
move?
because he didn't have No, that was a
I'm
win
just
from
saying,
Abramovich,
they're
bro.
dudes, man. I'm just saying, they're guys out there. You're right that they didn't
They are,
identify
man.
the right guys,
They
but
are,
you
man,
get
but
what
don't
you
even-
get, man.
You don't even feel bad for Southampton, dude. A
No,
team that's
dude.
done it the old school way and finally, dude. This is like that neighborhood, right? In that bad part of town, and all of a sudden a Starbucks moves in, and then you got an H&M, and you got all these yuppie stores, and before
You
you
know
know
why I
it,
don't
that
feel
mom
bad?
and pop shop is out of business, man. Southampton was
Nah, but
mom
you
and
did,
pops.
you did Van Dyke dirty. You should have let him go. You should have let
They
him
were
go. It was a
desperate.
little bit of that Mahrez
They were
thing.
desperate.
You held on
They
for
were
too
desperate.
long.
Imagine-
Then
they
you
knew
weren't
this was
able
gonna
to
happen.
replace him. So now you screwed yourself in the end because you get rid of him in January, and now you're crashing. When you in the summer, you should have let him go. You knew he wanted to leave. He said he wanted to leave.
They would have bought him
You
for
held
70.
back.
So he
I
missed
feel
out on
bad
$5
for
million,
them.
but they would have been
Yeah.
able to buy somebody
Yeah.
at the
That's a
very
good point.
end or in
Good point.
January.
Brought it to yourself, man.
But
like
with Kennedy,
Southampton.
he is doing so much better than I thought. Like, look, I knew he was going to be good, but he's been great for Newcastle.
go
with
back
their
to
standpoint.
Chelsea.
And look at Chelsea's. You got Kennedy, Loftus-Cheek that's been doing really well. They have some good talent
What
out
they're gonna do?
in the Premier
They're
League,
gonna go back to Chelsea and they're not gonna play.
Yeah, don't go
and
back
that's
to
the
Chelsea.
thing.
Hey, go to Dortmund.
And Kennedy actually,
Kennedy, go to Dortmund.
That's
he
the
came
move.
out. No, he came out saying that if there was a chance for him to sign and like that's how it went, he'd be happy with that.
Perfect.
That's paraphrasing,
Good for him.
He just
obviously.
wants to play at this
That's
point,
it,
dog.
dude.
You've
Just
been there
play.
for so
You're
long.
young.
man.
By the time you're 26, you can go back to a big club. That wraps it up for Premier League. Match day 32. The top four is just about settled at this point, with Chelsea 8 points off the pace. So it looks like it's just going to be a matter of formality who's finishing second to fourth. Man City's probably going to win it next weekend. It pains me to say it, but it is what it is. Man United sitting in second, 68 points. Liverpool with 66 in third, and Tottenham in fourth with 64. Liverpool, only team in the top four with a game in hand. So if Tottenham somehow managed to pull it off and win it, man, they could leapfrog Liverpool into third place. But for the most part, fourth place is as good as top four. You do have to have a playoff game to get into the Champions League, but you're usually playing some bummy-ass, team.
Well, hopefully, I mean, the main thing right now for Liverpool is that they can get by City. One game at a time. But
yeah, we got Champos this week.
It's going to be
tough
exciting.
game, dude. I mean, this is the best, not the best draw Liverpool and Man City could have hoped for, but I mean, these are two teams that could easily beat each other. Both of them have a chance. Obviously, City holds the edge, but Liverpool beat them, So, this is it's a great position for both clubs. You could have drawn Real Madrid or Barcelona or Bayern. It could have been worse.
I was really hoping for Roma. Not even
This,
Sevilla,
we're really
Roma.
going to tell over 2 legs who the better team is. 2 legs, there's no fugazi.
Yeah,
that
there's no
happens.
bullshit.
Who's the real deal? If you're
Dude,
really that real, you'll come back like
the-
Barca did against PSG.
The only problem with this draw is that you can lose it in 10 minutes of nap time. All of a sudden, you give up
Not
3
even 10
goals.
minutes. 5 minutes.
You give up 3. Either team, you can lose this draw in a 5-minute span, like you're saying. It's gonna be fireworks,
About
dude.
this
It's going to be
Champions
bad for
League.
your heart.
About this Champions League
Bad
lifestyle.
for your heart. I'm gonna be sitting there laughing. I don't care who
I'm a
goes
neutral.
through. Yeah, I'm gonna love this.
My heart rate.
I'm hoping for drama. Actually, I'm hoping.
You think I'm crazy
90th
while I
minute.
play FIFA? When I'm watching this game, I'm like,
Dude, we might have to watch this together, man. I want to see
Klopp, we're gonna
Huss.
get into it. I think they got a little drama.
Yeah, a
right
little bit,
there.
man.
you think so?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Dude, this is different, man. This is for your cojones, bro. This is big time. There's 2 English teams playing for each other.
I don't know which way it is,
First
whether it's
semi-final.
Klopp who plays Pep well or Pep who plays Klopp well.
It's both of them,
It's
dude.
one of those where
You know
like
what
one
it
of
is?
them has like a better record.
But it's the
Klopp
system
against
on
Pep.
system.
Against Bayern
Yeah.
and Dortmund.
Yeah, man.
It's a system on system, dude. Like, it's the
The high
same
press,
exact system,
intense.
except one guy has, probably better
pieces.
pieces. But
I was
it's the same
so
thing.
hoping for like De Bruyne to be injured or someone to
All
go
right,
down
don't be
Sana.
mean, bro.
Like, no, I was.
Didn't you yell
well,
at someone about wishing someone was injured? Oh, I think you yelled at me, wishing someone was injured.
No, I
for
think
a
I was
job.
agreeing with you.
No, actually, I think I wished De
No,
Bruyne to be
no,
injured. Actually.
No, I thought you
To
were.
be
I thought you were
exact.
getting mad at me because I wished it.
No, it's
I
the
don't know.
other way. You got
No,
mad
I
at me.
don't
Either
think
way.
I don't think I've ever get mad at
just
you.
a hammy.
mad at
Just,
me,
just a
bro.
little
I
hammy
don't think that's
pull.
my style.
Yeah,
I
right.
always.
Out for a month.
Just a little 7 days. No, 3 weeks. Yeah,
need a month.
maybe a
Out
month.
for a
yeah.
month.
No, you
Yeah,
don't even
just
get
to be
injured.
safe.
2 legs.
Just get the stomach bug and just have to be on the toilet the whole day.
All right.
That's worse.
Enough of this garbage. Real quick before we wrap it up, for real. LA Galaxy 4, LAFC 3, LA Derby here. Hey, Los
El
Angeles.
Tráfico. That's what they call
You're
it.
welcome.
Oh,
I think everyone
my
saw
God.
that article last week or that ad last week. Who the hell's Zlatan? I had ex-coworkers texting me like, "Did you see this ad? Who is this guy?
He's
Is
the
he a
man.
lion?
I
Is
cannot-
he a man?"
I
He's the
cannot
man.
believe that people actually don't know this.
Look, some people don't, man, and I don't hate on those people
Hey, he
because
showed 'em.
soccer's a new sport in America. If you don't know, dude, I'll never make you feel bad about not knowing. It's like a crackhead getting mad at someone
Zlatan
that they
would,
never
though.
done crack.
Zlatan, you don't know me?
I get mad. You haven't done crack?
Dude, guys, if you haven't seen the highlights of this, please find these highlights. Zlatan on his debut. Let me paint the scene for you. LAFC cruising for the bruising.
Went up 3-0.
Looking like they're going to run the show. We got Carlos Vela out there doing work.
And showed excellent composure with that goal, dribbling the goalie, and then he goes bar down.
He was showing some MLS composure, bro.
Sure.
That,
That
shit
first
not
goal,
happen.
top left for LAFC.
sure.
Oh,
That was
Yeah, that was
my.
unsavable.
He's quality.
Absolutely doing work here, man. We're like, damn, I'm telling my wifey, yo, that's Carlos Vela. This dude was supposed to be the real deal. Broke his leg because the shit is soft. Shit went haywire.
Nah, Mexico didn't play him too, man. That was messed up.
And then Zlatan comes on, 71st minute, 3-1. They pull it back. Just Zlatan's presence, made that goal happen. Obviously, he didn't touch the ball, guys. I'm just jocking this dude.
But that second goal, or the third goal.
But the
first
second
goal.
the second
The
goal
third-
to make it
Zlatan's
3-2. LAFC's second goal to make it 3-2. Zlatan's
Off
first
the
goal
volley.
debut.
Oh,
40-yard volley first time, dude.
keeper.
Do you
what
see
were
the swerve?
thinking?
You see the swerve?
Oh, it was amazing.
Going left? No, I'm going right.
Oh, yeah. Keeper had no chance. But the presence of mind, the technique, and the confidence.
bro. He
to
just
pull
got
that
on the
off.
pitch.
Right
Oh,
away,
my
takes
God.
the shirts off. Just run around,
Zlatan
no
thing.
shirt.
And then in the 91st minute, he gets the header, the game-winning goal. What the header?
From
Bro,
Ashley Cole. Young
You-
Cashley. Still doing it.
You can't. You cannot defend that.
And
This
dude,
is gonna
it's-
pack out LA Galaxy Arena.
For sure, man.
It's gonna
Dude,
pack it out.
we're getting
It's gonna pack out
tickets. We're getting
every
tickets.
arena.
Yeah.
They're coming in July to play the New England Revolution. We'll be there, dude. We have to.
Yeah.
Gotta
Oh, yeah.
go witness
We
this,
got to
dude.
get those now.
I was excited.
Well, we got an inside
Yeah.
man, so you know what I mean?
A couple of them. I was so excited when Henri came in to MLS.
Couldn't
Now
say
Zlatan,
Thierry, so he just jumped Henry.
Thierry, Henri, and then
I helped you because I
Thierry.
said it for you.
But it's one of those things where Zlatan, he's gonna be selling out every single arena. I think.
It's gonna be like
a rock
not
star.
skill wise, but like attraction wise. It's
He's
gonna be like
box office.
Beckham. It's gonna be like when Beckham
Will
came here.
he go down as the best MLS European player,
No.
or will it be Beckham? I think it's down to those two
You talking
players.
about impact or statistically?
Both.
Statistically, it's Robbie Keane, dude. He won.
Oh, true,
LA
yeah, he won the-
Galaxy just
yeah.
kept winning and winning and winning
But
and
that-
winning when he was
Yeah.
there. But I understand what you're saying. As far as like, I
a
think
good call.
he's battling Beckham for like the biggest draw, like
But
the biggest.
Keane went over there
hype factor.
earlier too, where
Yeah, but
Zlatan. I think he very well next year will break the goal scoring records.
I don't think he's gonna be.
Maybe this year.
I don't think he's gonna go off like that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think
I think he'll be
he'll go
important, but I don't think he's scoring 40
with the travel
MLS
and
goals.
him playing.
Yeah,
on
League
turf.
One didn't think that either.
I think playing on turf. No. I knew he was gonna take over. He was in his prime.
It wasn't. It was 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
At PSG when he first got to PSG.
No. But I'm saying is he broke all those records. We got 50 goals.
I'm
3
just
years-
saying when
2
he
years
arrived
ago,
at PSG,
3
I knew he was gonna take
37
over
years
the
old.
league.
And now
37
MLS is
years
so
old.
much lower than France, where it's like
It
he's
is
got to be scoring.
100%. He'll be scoring. He'll be definitely getting more goals.
You can't
but
defend him in the air. No one in
50
the MLS
goals
can.
is a force. That's a force.
Bring over Fellaini too.
All right, next game: Sevilla, Barcelona. I mean, who
2-2 here.
2-2. Who's Sevilla's strongest team in Europe?
Look, I think Al got a little carried away with the notes.
Settle down.
Look, Sevilla on any given day can beat anyone, man. When you got a team that makes it to Europa 3 years in a row, obviously they got knocked out of Champions League 3 years in a row. That means, but
They won it 3 years in a row.
But they're the only team to be allowed to play with the gold star. So UEFA came out with a new ruling saying that Europa teams are allowed to wear gold stars, but they must, I think, have 3 Europa titles in their history. Sevilla have 3. And it's like 3 Europa titles and one more thing. Sorry, guys. I should have looked this up again right before the show. But they're the only team eligible from Europa to wear that gold,
Pretty
UEFA
legit.
badge
Yeah.
on their
That
thing.
shows
So
that you earned it. That's legit.
this team has been good forever, man. This team has been good since I've been watching soccer. They've always been in the mix.
Yeah.
There have been years, obviously, where
Freddie
second half.
Canute, Luis Fabiano,
Dude, they've been doing work, man.
Dani Alves, Sergio
Look,
Ramos come from
La
Sevilla.
Liga, 30
Yeah.
games played. Barcelona's up 9 points. Is that a wrap?
Yeah, it's a wrap. They're just watching for the undefeated streak. Look, Barcelona's undefeated on the year in
They're
La
about to be
Liga.
invincibles.
So
7
this
draws.
game was amazing because Sevilla goes up 2-0. Franco Vasquez gets a nice little goal in the 37th. Barca just simply was not tight enough to Correa, who got the assist. And then Luis Muriel gets another goal in the 50th minute. So right after halftime and a little bit before halftime, they get a goal. Those are usually spirit breakers.
Yeah.
Guess what? Lionel Messi off the bench. He wasn't starting this game. Suarez gets a goal in the 88th minute. Messi gets a goal in the 89th. 2 goals in 1 minute.
Dude, they kick off the
essentially.
ball. Sevilla gets gutted in the face. 2-1. They kick off the ball, lose possession. That very next possession, Barcelona scores.
So-
Come on, dude.
Just remember,
So
on
much
May
heart.
5th. Sorry.
Cinco de Mayo?
Oh, no. May 6th.
Damn.
Barcelona versus Real Madrid. El Clasico.
Oh,
Is that the one where
Love it.
Real Madrid
jeez.
just says, hold your horses. We're going to beat you on this one.
Depends when they are in
Maybe.
Champions League. And it doesn't really matter. Because, obviously Real Madrid always wants to beat them. But Real Madrid is dragging. They're not
I think
gonna
it's a
win.
They're
little
going
bit-
for Champions League.
I think
yeah.
it means a little bit more, though, to keep them from being undefeated.
It
Oh,
does.
I see what you mean then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll-
okay.
You got to go
That
all
angle-
out in that game.
Yeah, that angle.
You can't
okay.
let them do
I like
that.
that.
Fine, you
I
won the
like
league.
that.
But you're not getting through us twice.
They'll
I
be
like that.
more incentivized to spoil the party.
For sure.
But it depends how the Champions League fixtures pile up as well. Because
Yeah.
Real Madrid may rest more players, whereas Barca's pushing for that undefeated record. They may play their stars at that point.
Although
But
I don't
it
know
is
if
a
you, I don't know
Clasico.
if you
You
can
don't-
get away with that.
you
Yeah,
don't
man.
rest anyone in a
With the whole of
Clasico,
South
right?
America watching, including El Chapo.
The
I mean,
The
I don't
whole
think you want
world.
to start.
Yeah, man.
Juventus 3, AC Milan 1. How you doing, Igor? Is everything okay, bro?
Nah, man. Butt hurt. Dude's butt hurt. But I thought Dybala was excellent this game. First goal just turns around, pings from the top of the 18. Ball bounces off the grass. I thought Donnarumma, man, his hands haven't been looking too sure lately.
You know what it is, man? He needs to leave AC Milan, bro. So
Go to Liverpool? What?
Anyway, just leave Italy, actually, because he wouldn't be safe anywhere in Italy. Before the season started, before the season started, he wanted more money, or his agent wanted more money. I don't know how much he was involved, but his agent recognized, like, this dude has been starting since he was 16. AC Milan just got bought out. Like, dude, pay this man what he deserves.
Did he get the fans throwing the fake money?
So the fans got pissed at him, started throwing fake money. It's like, you know what?
They included in his contract that he would be allowed to be captain, and they reneged on it.
They screw this kid.
But how do you do that?
But it's a little...
Earn it. Don't put it in your contract.
Yeah, it's a little weird to put in your contract, but they should have never agreed to it.
Exactly.
No, you agreed to anything.
No, they were thirsty.
No, but that's snaky, dude. That's snake business. So, after that, he starts, has a couple of howler games, and all of a sudden the fans were about a banner saying, brah, get out of here. We don't want you and your money-hungry hands. Even though he took that back. He was like, yo, I'll take less money then if you guys want to be rude about it.
Stay for one more season, essentially. If we don't make Champions League or Europa.
Dude, he should get out of there, man. When you got people that negative, when you've been starting since you're 16, who won't give you a break, pay this man his dues. It's not like AC Milan was struggling. They just got bought by Chinese billionaires. Pay this man his money. Get out of there, dude.
I'll tell you a couple things. One reason why I don't think he will leave, but also another reason why I don't think you should put captain in your contract. Who was the center back that you just bought this summer?
Bonucci.
Oh, yes, Bonucci. One of the best Italian defenders of all time. And you're going to try to say that, it's in my contract. I'm going to be captain over you. You need to you should need to shut up and learn from this dude.
Agreed, man. But it could be.
I caught myself there. Yeah. I caught myself big time.
Moving on to Germany to wrap this up. Bayern Munich 6, Dortmund 0, dude. Germany, I think, is destroying the league. It doesn't really matter because, they probably will win the World Cup again.
Is this good or bad for Bundesliga?
I'm saying they're destroying it. Bayern Munich is destroying Bundesliga.
It's no fun to watch. It's pathetic. And you know what? That's why I hate... Look, I know that you go to a team to win trophies, but when will a player just stand up and be like, I want to beat that team?
They did it with Klopp.
That's what I'm saying. Who's going to stand up like, you know what? I'm not joining you. I want to get it.
They bought their best player...
Goetze.
Or their best young prospect.
For the Champions League
final. Sat him in the Champions League final. They just psychologically destroyed.
And then Lewandowski goes there. But those type of plays, I wish they just were like, you know what? I'm not going to you. We're going to keep beating you.
You know what? That's the key, dude. I think these players know, all right, we beat Bayern. This is not going to happen every year. Hummels beat Bayern. And now he's at Bayern. It's like, all right, so I did the hard work.
0 balls.
I struggled. Dude, now I'm going to coast the rest of my career. I don't blame him. I hear what you're saying. I wish more people did stay on small teams to bring him up. But, man, there's just something
about... Where's the respect? Where's the respect in that?
It's not respect, man. It's the stress. It's the stress of, like, getting home.
You know what it is, Huss? I was reading up on this article, okay? And very interesting about Bundesliga. The owners want to keep their teams. So unlike the EPL, who essentially sell out to these oil tycoons, you have... people from the Middle East. There have been articles linking Arsenal to United. Africa's richest man. Yeah, Americans bought Liverpool. German clubs are like, no, we'd rather lose out to Bayern Munich and get destroyed, but we have control of our club. So they don't want to bring risk. There's a billionaire out there who loves Hamburg, who's willing to buy the club, challenge Bayern Munich, but their owners who are like, no, we want to keep it under us.
It's the karma of the owners. It's also the karma of the German FA. So basically, the Bundesliga is a feeder system for the national team. Mm-hmm. Most of the top German players play in Germany for one team, just like Spain does the same thing.
But they have 2 clubs at least.
Exactly, they have 2 clubs that spread, and they used to have Bayern Munich and Dortmund. Götze came out of there. Schürrle came out of there. No, I'm saying for the German national team. Yeah, Dortmund never obviously was the same level. Yeah. But I just mean as far as talent, it used to come from 2 teams mainly. Now essentially it's 1 team. That's where I think it becomes extra dangerous for the German league. But I think that's by design, man. Because
it's 100% by design.
Young German players are playing 38 games at the top level. Fair enough, there's no Champions League, but you're playing the German Cup, the German League Cup, and then the Bundesliga as well.
Yeah,
guys like, what's his name, Goretzka. If he was bought by Real Madrid young, because he was that kind of talent, I don't know if he'd be breaking in right now to the German national team. This kid might be,
No, he wouldn't.
might score
So,
match winner.
it's-
So it's like
It's
they
definitely-
sacrifice the entertainment of the league or the balance of the league, I
money.
should say, the money as well, for the betterment of that national team. It's
That's
it's
why they're
very
trying to tie
interesting.
Brazil
dude.
with 5 World Cups this year.
They're probably going to be finishing the league at 28 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, when it comes down to it, was it like 87 points or something? When everyone else can barely get out of the 60s, if that, if they
Yeah,
even
no,
do
it's-
get out of 60s. And
It's abuse.
when it comes down to it, look, Barcelona, Real Madrid, they do rob a lot of teams out of good players.
There were two
Liv- as
offsides.
being-
There were 2 offsides goals in this game.
but
by
the thing
way.
is-
the first goal was offside.
Bayern robs Bundesliga of everyone. I mean, Barcelona and Real Madrid, and even with Atletico Madrid, and Sevilla,
You know-
they're facing off against other teams.
But you know what else it is? It's just that there's more talent in Spain,
Yeah.
dude. They can spread it out over 4 teams. Germany's not producing enough talent to spread it over
Spain-
4.
Spain- the best league in the world.
But Real Madrid and I mean, look,
Define best.
they are.
The most technical, the
Okay.
most like the if you look
Producing
at
the most
who's
talent.
got the better touch, and then you look at the Champions League
Top of the
spots,
top,
too, who's
not
going furthest.
not middle of the pack. I mean, I think we all think that EPL as a whole,
Yeah.
from 1 to
From
20,
top to bottom, it's the most competitive. EPL
But yeah,
is the
like-
most competitive league, but in
La
terms
Liga,
of 100%
top 4
quality,
or even top 3. I mean, look, there's 3 teams in Champions League. They have the most teams in
there's
Champions
more
League right
there's
now.
more Spanish guys who can play in England than there are English guys who can play in Spain.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's the best.
But it's just one of those things where Bayern Munich just rob Bundesliga of everybody.
I think it's by design, dude. To be honest, I
It's
think
almost like they're all in cahoots.
purpose.
They're doing it.
No, I
they,
think
they
they
are.
are.
Yeah,
No,
like-
that's what I mean. Like they're
For the
all
German
in bed.
national
For the
team.
German national team, we're gonna get our best
Yeah.
players, put them on one team. So they're playing 38 games together. So when you say come to a World Cup and you only have to win 8 games,
And they play the same
They can do
style,
it. Same
and
system.
They know each other.
and by the
same
way, we're
movement,
gonna-
same managers. I mean, like
Every club's going to get a little extra piece of the pie at the end.
yeah, because we're making
It's a
now more money
business.
from billions and billions
I
of
don't know.
World
The goal
Cup
is to
money.
play for Bayern
I couldn't
Munich
do
as
that.
a
Like,
young
as much
German
as
team.
money's nice, that would, after like, a couple
Huss.
years of that, I'd be like, no, we can't do this anymore. We got to go. We got to do this.
Maybe, dude. Maybe.
Not if you're Bayern, because they're like, all right, I'll just keep winning. No
Yeah.
problem.
Well, I
One more
mean,
game, go
yeah.
guys.
I'd be
to
the
cover.
Dortmund. I'd be the Dortmund. They're like, let's keep trying to get these plays and let's finally try to beat them.
Yeah, there's a room for that. There are players like that for sure.
Last game, PSG 3, Monaco 0 in the Coupe de la Ligue Cup final here. This was a great game for PSG. Obviously, Neymar's been out with that fractured foot, and so it would be Mbappe, Cavani, and the likes who would step up. Mbappe, to me, was the player of this game. He earned the penalty kick, which got Cavani a PK goal. No dispute, as Neymar wasn't in the team. So it was easily a Cavani PK, converted it. A little bit lucky. Goalie got a palm to it, but if it goes in, it goes in. That's what counts. Then Mbappe, if Mbappe played a pass this game, that if Kevin De Bruyne played, would be exploding all over in our pants. Okay, it was the weight of this pass that Mbappe played. He dribbles by a defender, plays the perfect pass into Di Maria, who does the rest.
Yeah, what, 19, 20 years old?
Yeah, now this kid's special.
But
He's special.
again, we just talked about Bayern Munich. 83 points on the year for PSG. 66 is for Monaco in second. Even if they have a game in hand, so Monaco could be 69.
Oh, they guaranteed it this year. They got angry about
But it's one of those
last
things
year
where
and
I
they
should
bought
be
him.
mad at PSG because they're buying up the French league with Mbappe, the best player, maybe, well, obviously the best young talent in the world, maybe.
I don't mind.
But-
I like this PSG thing because it's not like they have a long history of winning. Bayern has been winning since the 50s, and like PSG just recently sprouted up and has this level of expectations to win the Champions
Don't forget
League.
the mid 2000s, early to like almost the end of the 2000s was Lyon. They won like 7-8 years in a row. Dude.
Yeah,
And PSG, they have a Cup Winners' Cup, but they don't have a Champions League under that
It was
banner.
BS
That's what they
because
won. That's
Yeah.
why they bought Neymar.
Yeah.
I was in France. I was in Paris
Oh boy.
for school 1 year or 2 years before those big owners came in with all that money.
Oh,
So I missed all those players because it was ridiculous. The teams was ridiculous.
Outrageous, man. Again, look, PSG getting the Coupe de la Ligue Cup, and Cavani, just to let you know, in the past 4 out of 5 years has scored 2 goals in each of those games in the
Beast.
final.
Absolute
Dude's
beast,
a problem.
man.
Dude's a
Absolute beast. All right, that wraps it up for us. We touched on World Footy. We touched on EPL Matchday 32. Thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for your support as always. Anything else before we go, fellas?
Watch out for those VAR scandals.
They're coming. Thanks, guys. Peace.